It's time for everybody's favorite stream. You know, I think StreamYard is really trying to annoy me. I tried to play the channel trailer there after I played the classic one. As I do, I like to showcase Lee's work as well. So I said, do the two trailers. Do you know what I literally said? Your browser can't play the trailer. What's it got to do with me bloody browser? Anyway, there you go. Welcome everybody to Classic Who Zone. We have Peter Davison's The Visitation. Peter Davison's Visitation. So the banner is going to go across the screen. So anybody that's wondering what the episode is, or the story, I should say, there it is. There it's scrolling across the screen, right there, right now. Right, what I'm going to do is, because it's easier, you all know who you are that are on the panel this week. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just put the link in the live chat there. Just pop in. Any names that I'm unfamiliar with obviously won't be coming in. It's just the panel. So I've put the link in there. Now we're gonna try talk about just this story while we're waiting on Rabbi, and we might be waiting on one or two other people as well. Rabbi is streaming at the moment. There was a little bit of mix-up between myself and Rabbi. I actually did send him a voice message, but I think I sent it just a little bit too late. He went on. He was then on Sabbath, so he actually missed me message. So yeah, he won't be finished till 7. So he'd already set up his stream and stuff. So I wasn't gonna ask him to change it. So he'll join us as soon as he can. But we've already got two of our guests. Ready. I have put the link in the chat. It'll just save all the effort of me having to send you an email. So we've got 3 people in already. We've got loads coming on this panel. We'll have to sort this Classic Who panel out though, folks, because there's too many people. Or there's Rabbi to come, Alpha Omega, and I think there's a few more people as well. It's just too big of a panel because I want to give everybody the opportunity to come on and have a little bit of a chat. So listen, as we always do on the Tartar Zone when we do these, we're sticking to the content. So if we're going to be talking, we're going to talk for about 20 minutes till Rabbi gets here. So we'll just talk about this story, okay? Because I know while we were watching it, we don't really say that much. You know, we might add a few points here and there or talk about a certain scene. But we're actually going to talk a little bit about this story and about Peter Davison and how his doctor was received. I think that'll be a good way to start this stream. It'll also kill a bit of time. So Rabbi can get here. So let's bring on our guest. We've already lost Super John, but he will be back. He's having problems because of the weather. So he might be popping in and out all night. He's already given me a warning, which is absolutely fine. So let's bring on our guests. Let's not waste any time. So it's the Queen Bee of the channel. Yes, she always has some interesting stuff to say, especially when it comes to Who rumors. But a classic, we love our point of view because most of these stories, it might be the first time that she's watched them. And it's always nice to get someone else's point of view that hasn't seen these stories, considering most of us that are older obviously have. And it's always nice to get that different perspective of a newer. I don't think Charlotte will mind me saying a newer fan. But she's went back, she's watching the classic era, and I'm not speaking for her, but I think you're being pretty impressed so far, I'd have to say. But let's bring her on anyway. It's the one and only Queen Bee, Charlotte.
I've been impressed, except from Sylvester and Colin Baker. I think I'd pretty much say.
Yeah. I think, do you know what though? It's funny. You might be, as I said, coming to this a bit late, but you're like every older fan. Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, same thing. So it doesn't change no matter how long it has been, whether you've watched it or haven't watched, and then you start watching it. I think we all come to the same opinion that Sylvester and Colin Baker eras are kind of pretty bad.
I like Sylvester's Doctor. That's the difference. I don't dislike his Doctor. It's just the writing. Whereas with Colin, it's the writing and the Doctor.
Yeah, I think, I've never liked his Doctor. No, I just don't know what it is. Yeah. Right, let's bring him on. He's a human, but he was taking the piss out of me earlier, actually.
Oh, what doesn't he?
He wasn't he? He's taking the right piss out of me on the Irish Geek earlier on. You know, we'll see how brave now he is when I bring him on. Well, he's a problem being, but he's a human being, but he's becoming a problem of mine. Problem being.
I thought I was going to be Queen Bee. I was half expecting you to announce.
No, you're the queen. No, hold on. You're the queen, bitch.
I'm top dog now. I'm B. Smith.
No, you're the queen, bitch.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Charlotte's
that's
the queen.
Very true. That's very true.
Yeah. So, you still have your queen. It's just bitch instead of B.
Damn right, bitch.
Right, let's bring on another guest. Actually, I forgot to ask if Ballstreck is actually coming on. Well, you see, he has been off the radar, and I don't want to push him because he wanted a bit of a break. So
didn't he say he'd only watch Badu? And I don't know.
He only watched Badu. I'll ask him. Do you wanna join us for some classic Who? Who doesn't like classic Who? Come on. Well, come here. This guy reviewed them all. If you haven't seen Ballstreck's older videos, you should. This was before he kind of start scripting his videos. He'd go off scripting, but he'd review his Blu-ray collection and stuff. Very good videos. I have to be honest. I said it to him. He doesn't mind me saying this. To me, they're his best videos because he goes into so much detail, and you can see his passion. Back then, for Doctor Who was unbreakable. Unfortunately, since then.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about that because it's classic stream.
Yeah.
I am talking classic Who.
No rules.
I am. All I just said was that his love for it was unbreakable back then, but it is now, and I was going to leave it at that. I wasn't going to say anymore. Right. Let's bring on our next guest anyway, before he pops off. It's the one and only real Super Doctor.
Hey Noel, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad, Braveheart. How are you?
Oh, it's absolutely wild here. Been a bit hit by rain and storms. I don't know if I'm going to survive online, but I was getting cut off and cut on, put on and put off. But it's just kind of one of these things. It's just the storm season now.
Well, so at least you won't have to shit in the bag and then make a video about it.
That was brilliant.
I know it was, wasn't it?
Thank you, Ted Cruz. You made her shit in a bag by going on holiday.
She makes a great point, right? But here's the thing. Why how much shit did you actually shit? Because that was a big bag.
That was a massive bag of
It
shit.
was, wasn't it? So she's a little thing, and I was kind of saying to myself, Jesus Christ, what are you eating for that much to come out of your backside?
She's not starving, that's for sure.
Yeah. But if you don't know what we're talking about, there was obviously with the Ted Cruz business, don't want to get too much into it, but he ran off to Mexico, right? And then he got caught out and he flew back, and there's been loads of people putting up videos, and this girl, she's like the lefties. She'll come on, she sounds calm at first, right now. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, why are you even showing your bag of shit for her anyway?
She's proud of her bag of shit.
Right,
I would be. I mean, bloody hell, that was impressive.
No, that was something else, man. For a little small thing like that, to poop like that, there's definitely something. I'd be wary. Right, let's bring on our next guest because
what's she doing putting it into a bag anyway? I mean, did she shit in the bag? Did she reach out and pull it out and put it in the bag?
I'm just we don't need that detail.
I'm just trying to figure out how she did it. So did she pee first, get all the liquid out, and then poo? Because it doesn't work that way. If I'm correct, you're still going to have a bit of.
I'm amazed it didn't leak all over the place. I'm beginning to doubt the poo story now. Actually, I'm beginning to think that wasn't a bag of poo at all. Yeah, there you go. I'm putting it out there.
Welcome to 2021, folks. When this is
it's very important.
Right, let's bring him on because he was waiting for me last night. So I told Alpha Omega after we finished the stream, give us a few minutes. I'm going to do a video. And then after the video, I'll put on a bit of Call of Duty and we'll have a laugh. Put the computer in. The PlayStation. I'll put the PlayStation on. The cable wouldn't work properly. Literally took half an hour for the thing to come onto the screen. I thought, is my PlayStation broke? It's the TV that we have is shit. Right? That was fine. So I went in to play Warzone. Your game needs an update. Halfway through, right? Internet goes. Yeah? Starts all over again. Poor chap waiting 3.5 hours until I finally got the bleeding thing up. Then I felt so bad, and it was 4 o'clock in the morning. So fuck, I'm going to do an hour stream because I know he's going to be waiting. So I want to say thank you to Alpha Omega because Jesus Christ, he has the patience of a saint. Hello, Alpha.
Hello. Little tired today, but hey,
yeah, I know. After waiting that fucking long, of course you'd be tired. I wouldn't even mind it, but then I got frustrated. Right, I got 1 kill in the 3 matches that I played, right? And these fuckers' guns are more powerful than mine, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, you get to drop on them, put like 50 rounds in them, nothing happens, and then they shoot you dead.
That was the funniest. I literally got one at someone on the ground, and I'm continuing with the fire, and then this fella just comes out of nowhere, bang, 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 and I'm dead. And I'm like, what the hell? If they're starting to cheat, then I'm not interested. It should be a level playing field if you're going to be playing games like that. You shouldn't be giving perks to people. It doesn't make it fair.
But they can make money out of perks, so that's why they do it.
Hey, but thanks for sharing that duty story. My day's complete now.
Yeah.
That's the first I've heard.
Maybe it's going to start a whole new trend. People shitting in bags. Yeah.
Well, actually, I've seen another thing as well. Food inside beanies. Have you seen that? Someone on Twitter is obviously having a go at someone, and apparently they're selling food parcels or something in beanies, and you can shake the beanie up, and then you can eat the food straight from the beanie. This is 2021, folks.
It's like a feed bag.
Grief.
The Geek Inside says, one of my favorite stories. I have to catch up on it later. I'm in another live stream at the time. Thanks for that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, pal, it'll be up anyway. Check it out. Right, but let's get straight into this. Obviously, we're doing the Visitation. So, Peter Davison.
Is this the one where we see say goodbye to the sonic screwdriver?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get everybody's opinions on it. We'll start with you, Charlotte, right? Obviously, you have watched this before. We obviously do it again. Without going into spoiler territory, just give a brief, what did you think of the story?
I really quite liked it. I think it's subtle with the sort of, I don't think it's political even, but the sort of message, if that's the better term for it. There is some bits where they're a bit direct, but I think it's still done quite subtly. I quite like actually the dynamic with Five and the companions in this story, because you sort of see him go from being a bit ratty with them to actually caring a lot for them. So you sort of see a good range, I think, with him and the companions in this. And I think it's a good historical. It's just enough there that you learn stuff, but it's not bogged down by it.
Fantastic. Lee?
Yeah, I think it's one of my favourite Peter Davison stories. I think it's from a really good season, actually. I think this was one of the ones I watched most recently. I think Arc Infinity was my last Peter Davison that I watched. But Visitation, I think, was one I watched before that. And I think it's a really good, strong story. Characters are great. The premise is great. And the aliens are great. The robot alien android thing is great. Very disco. It's a good story. I'm looking forward to watching it again.
Fantastic. Alva?
Yeah, this is one that I've seen many times. And when I first saw it, it was kind of meh. I wasn't that impressed with it, but the more I've watched it, the more I've come to appreciate it. I like it. I like the way they've, like Charlotte and Lee said about tying in the historical. This is one of the good ways that show how the Doctor's kind of been involved in a historical event. And yes, I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
Fantastic. Real super, Doctor.
I've seen it millions of times, time and time again over, and I think it's a very good episode, and I think it still stands today. It's an episode in which it gives the companions a lot to do. They're not just standing around moping about waiting for the Doctor to kind of sort out the situation. They're all getting involved. They're all in jeopardy together, and there's great acting in it as well. And I think the pteroleptils, they come off as convincing. Although the kind of, there's animatronics involved in the masks as well. I don't think they're quite convincing, but the whole story. It's just a pure escapism into a time travel and a kind of is it Victorian or I don't know, a kind of era in time that it just gives them the chance to kind of experience history as well as discovering that there's an alien crashed in the place.
Yeah, and I love the idea. I love that idea with the. Sorry, I just had to say.
I love the idea of the pteroleptal spaceship being crashed, and I love the opening of this episode, the serial, where they see it as like it's just like fireworks in the sky, and it's just like they get a sense of foreboding about it and that, and it unravels, and the music as well. It's very creepy and very chilling. You know?
I noticed the music, and it's good because it's got that medieval. Like I'm trying to gauge in my head now what time period you class it as. It's like it sounds like music from that time. So it really nice bits.
It's 1666.
Really good. The good part of Doctor Who is they can go back into the past, and they can see kings, queens, knights, and they can experience all that, and they experience what it's like for the companion to kind of relive all that, and you're getting it as a viewer. You're getting what their experience of the Doctor's adventures are in time and space, and which is quite a good thing actually. It's quite very interesting.
Yeah, I love
from that point of view.
The idea of having sort of an adventure where you've got sort of that period of history trying to understand concept of space aliens and all that.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really
I
interesting.
want to ask you about Peter Davison, because obviously when he was cast, there was issue around his age. Yeah. Now, when you get stories like the Visitation and Caves of Ajazani, still to this day, there are still some fans out there that are not a fan of Peter Davison. What do you guys personally think about Peter Davison's Doctor? Is he up there as one of the best Doctors? And overall, is his stories? Do you believe his stories are decent enough, and he should be up, say in maybe a top 4, top 5
Well,
list?
for me, I mean, obviously when he came along, and I was very young, and I couldn't understand where Tom had gone, and kept expecting him to come back. You know, that this guy was like some kind of imposter. But he was my first Doctor that I saw his entire run from start to finish.
Guess what?
So I did latch onto him after sort of getting over the Tom thing. But he always made me feel very comfortable straight away. You know, like, you know, very competent and decent and nice, and quite different from the quite terrifying Tom Baker. You know, terrifying when you're.
Can I ask you this though, follow-up question as well, and you can answer this, Lee, and I'll get the rest of them to do the same. But because, right, was it always going to be hard for Peter Davison, or do you believe whoever they had gotten would have had an uphill struggle, or would have had a hard time trying to convince fans to do Doctor because of Tom Baker, because of how good he actually was, and people obviously class him as the quintessential Doctor?
I think it was a canny move for JNT to go for something contrasting. I think if he had have gone down the road of trying to make another John Pertwee or another Tom Baker, it would have struggled. But because he went completely left field with his casting, I think that it did work. That contrasting gave you a feeling of a new era. That it took Doctor Who in a new direction. It kept it fresh. It may have brought in newer fans as well. Yeah. And obviously his Doctor was more kind of relatable, right? You know, for a young audience. Yeah. I mean, for me, you know, as I said, it was quite a stark contrast, because, you know, I'd gotten used to Tom Baker, and that's what got me into Doctor Who, the age of 4. And I only had, 3 years with Tom Baker, which is less than half of his run. But, you know, that was a big deal, you know. But I kept watching, and I was enthralled with it. And, you know, I kept watching it, and, you know, religiously every Saturday, whenever it was on. But I think it was Saturdays then, wasn't it? And you had a longer format, I think, didn't you? Not at that point. I can't remember when they brought in the longer. Was that the no? That was the Colin Baker era, wasn't it? But yeah, I mean, it was still engrossing, you know. And I still used to make sort of model TARDIS interiors out of cardboard and things like that, you know, and loving the TARDIS. And, you know, I used to have a little tin Tom Baker TARDIS. And I had one with Peter Davison as well. So, I mean, it was something you kind of, obviously, as we all know, as fans of the show, that when the Doctor changes, you know, usually you go along with the new Doctor, and you sort of gradually come to get used to them, and you begin to trust them. You know, it's down to the Doctor to convince you they're the Doctor. Yeah. And he did. Yeah. He did.
Anybody else like to add on to that?
Yeah, I think it was actually a good transition from Tom Baker into Peter Davison. And when I saw it, I was only about 3 years old when I saw that, and I remember seeing it, I remember watching the Regeneration, and I was completely mystified by the Regeneration. I was actually taken in by it all because to a 3-year-old, this was something new. I've never seen anything like that in television before, and I just wanted to watch this show every week. You know, it was just like this was like a kind of weird show to me, and it was just like. Well, when you've seen something like that for the first time, it's like wow, it just blows you away. I mean, and that kind of stays with you for the rest of your life. I mean, you always get that fear of Doctor Who, like you have to hide behind the sofa or behind the door or something like that. I hid behind the door because every time the music came on, because I mean, I just always freaked out when I heard that music. I mean,
Yeah.
my heart started to pound and all that, and I was like, just behind the door, and my mum would be doing something, and my dad would be reading the newspaper, and I would be there, and I would have to sit and watch this, even though I was scared of the Cybermen, and later on it was the Daleks, and later serials, but I wanted to watch this show because it was completely fresh to me. It was like it was like God. I would like this to be real. I mean, it's a complete escapism from reality.
I completely agree with you. For me, that's exactly how it felt like when I first started watching with Tom. You know, I was more terrified of him than I was of Davros. You know, but I felt because he was with Leela, I felt, not Leela, Romana, I felt safe. You know, and he was on my side. And when it came to Peter Davison, I think that he made you feel safe, and I think he's a good doctor. I think he had that kind of thing that Matt Smith has, the sort of old man in the young body. He had the sort of Edwardian, sort of William Hartnell-esque kind of thing about him, which betrayed his age. I thought that was very.
Well, we've got Super Conic real fun time. He just says that Rabbi sent him. So appreciate that, Rabbi. Rabbi will be joining us, by the way. But we do have someone waiting in the studio. So, this is going to go all over the place now.
Don't forget Charlotte as well. She's got to have her say.
But this person we all love, it's the one and only, the Trigger Train, Mr. Dinkles himself, wherever you are, Professor Dinkles, wherever you want to call him. The Trigger Train, Ballstreck, whatever. To us, to us, he's a friend. It's the one and only Ballstreck.
Nobody loves me, Noel.
Oh, they do. But listen, I want to ask you, man, because you've obviously, I was telling people before you came on that you used to do your Blu-ray reviews.
Were you speaking for me, Noel?
No, I'm not speaking for
you. Are you speaking for me? Are you putting words in my mouth?
No,
so just in a bag.
So I was going to ask you, did you do the Visitation review when you were doing your little reviews back in the day? And if you did, can you tell us how you felt about the story? What this story means to you?
Oh God. Well, yeah, I know. I did just a sec. I'm going to go over to the YouTube. Did I do this? I'll see if I can find the original video from back when I was a happy YouTuber, not a miserable old fuck. Give me a sec here. YouTube Studio.
I'm about to send him his email now. Yeah, I'm sending him his email now. I just want.
Have I ever mentioned how much I hate YouTube Studio? Okay, search across my channel. The Visitation.
Yeah, it should be easy. They have messed up the YouTube Studio big time, Ballstreck, haven't they?
Oh, one of these days I'll make a video complaining. So the original release came out in 2005. I wasn't doing the YouTubes back then. I did the update or the special release like 5 years ago, but it was part of my 13th anniversary thingy. What do I like about the story? where did I put it? Well, little known fact, it's actually not the fourth story, but the third story that Peter Davison filmed right before Castrovalva, because they didn't want to film that first, which is why his hair length is kind of inconsistent throughout the show. I like Davison's first season. Matthew Waterhouse aside, Patrick sucks.
Adric, the Jodie Whittaker of his day.
No. We're not gonna make fun of Adric.
Hold on, I'm picking up for Matthew Waterhouse. Don't you ever compare that man.
No, it's actually
the chap could at least do something on screen. All right.
Well, also in defense of Waterhouse, he's not an asshole. In the Blu-ray set for Davison's, no, it's either Davison's first season or Baker's last. I'm not sure which one it is, but they actually have a documentary where they hang out with Waterhouse for a day, and he actually seems like one of the nicest people you could ever meet. So, Adric was not Whittaker. I'd take Adric over her any day. But yeah, it's a fun story. It's got things in it and a nice plastic costume. And I think this will be one of the first stories that I actually like that I've watched since I did my boycott of Doctor Who. So if you ruin this for me, Noel, I fucking hate you.
No, that's why we're not going to talk about that era that's happening now. We're going to stick strictly to Peter Davison and this story.
We don't talk about that era anymore, Noel, because that era has been excommunicated.
Yeah, exactly. We don't talk about it anymore.
Exorcise the demon.
Right, let's bring him on because he's here and he's waiting in the back of the studio. He's come a long way from a different planet. It's the one and only Rabbi.
Hello. How is everybody?
Hello, Rabbi.
I'm just sending everybody links to the episode. Charlotte, I sent you an email. Real Super Doctor.
I'm watching mine in Blu-ray.
Oh, hey, I'm jealous. I would rather watch it in Blu-ray too.
See that season 19 box set? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's great. It's fat. All those Blu-rays are fantastic.
Yeah.
I was going to say this is one of the few stories that I own 3 times.
Wow.
I have the original DVD, the special release DVD, and the Blu-ray.
Wow.
Oh, I think I got the. Oh my god! I'm just sending. I'm just sending you the link. I just saw you sent me a massive message. I haven't read it yet. Sorry.
Oh, I've got me BritBox open.
Yeah, it's on BritBox. You don't have to send it to me either. I forgot that Lee sent me BritBox, and I haven't been using it much lately. So I'll just watch it on BritBox. The only problem is I have to keep it down really, really low, because if there's any interference, you know what they're like. Any excuse to strike the channel. We don't want that to happen again. I mean, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. What the hell?
Are you starting right now? Because I just want to nip and get my iPad. So I can watch that.
No, go get your iPad. I haven't even set it up yet. I'm going.
Fine. But again, if I'm not back in time, don't wait for me. Just go straight into it.
I'm waiting for my coffee to finish making itself.
And Charlotte's yet to answer the question. So.
Yeah, Charlotte, if you want to actually answer the question that I put out to everybody before we brought the rest of the guests on, go ahead.
Yeah, I knew Davidson from Big Finish, that sort of Fifth Doctor version, before I watched any of him. So I think that helped me a lot, because his Big Finish stuff, he's obviously had a lot of years after the role to get more into it, and he's a lot more developed on Big Finish's Doctor. So I think that helped me, because I listened to Spare Parts, and I adore that story, and I really love his Doctor in that. So I think it helped me see what he was trying to do a bit in his run, but because I'd already seen it a bit more fleshed out, I could see little hints of it in the television run of the sort of, I've always said the Fifth Doctor is a bit weird, which I love, is that he sort of got that reputation to be the cuddly, sort of nice doctor. But if you actually look at bits of his run, there's a bit of a streak in him. He can be quite snarky. He can have little one-liners. He can be a bit grumpy.
Bit of a bitch.
Yeah, which obviously they didn't fully do enough with him in the TV show, which I really like about his Doctor. So I'm one of the few who actually really rates his Doctor from the classic sort of set. It's him and Troughton for me that are like my favourite classic Doctors.
I'd say he's up there pretty high. Yeah, well, I was just going to say with Big Finish, what I like about what he's done, especially in some of the later stories, is he actually completely changed the way he played his Doctor. And he actually purposely started using a much deeper voice, which I think really works for him. And because, well, he's now 70 playing the Doctor. But he has that age behind him now, so you can kind of see with the youthful, naive Doctor, which has been played down completely, you get a completely different take, which I think personally is fascinating. Yeah. And sorry, Super Doctor.
You could actually see that he was getting a wee bit kind of frustrated, the amount of companions that was around him, because neither of them were getting along with each other, and that's where he was kind of, he was getting frustrated towards that at the end of the season, and with it, but it just really wanted to be alone. When I saw it when Tegan had left in Arc of in Time Flight,
especially on Big Finish, because they do, like, sometimes it's him with 2 or 1. He's got such good chemistry with the actress of Nyssa.
Yeah.
And you can just see they get on off camera really well. So,
because if you see Arc of Infinity, you can see them getting on very well with each other.
Sorry, lads. It's just I'm after going on to BritBox. Again, it's saying the same thing that it said when I tried to play Lee's trailer. I'm obviously having some problems with my browser, and it's not letting me watch the Visitation on BritBox. They might have finally blocked it. I don't know, but I'm not going to spend all this time and effort to try and get it going. So, Rabbi, if you could send me that link that you have on Messenger, please, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll watch it on my phone just so there's no messing around. I can't believe that, Lee, man. That's a PMA. I love bleeding BritBox, man. It gets a bit of stick, but it's actually a good app.
No, I enjoy it. Maybe you'll just have to reboot and try it again at some point, or if you can't use the browser, use the app.
Do you know what? I'll try it later on, because there's something on it that I want to watch that's on it, and if I still have the same problems again, I'll let you know, because I don't know what the hell's going on there. That's never happened before. But that's
I'm just sending you the link from Rabbi's DM, because he's probably still doing his thing.
Yeah, doing coffee. Yeah.
So there you go. Just sent you the link.
Yeah, and Ballstrek is doing his copy too, isn't he?
Oh yeah. I don't have a Blu-ray player hooked up to my computer, so I'm watching the special edition DVD.
Oh, you're watching the special edition. Did Rabbi send us is that what he sent us? I think that's what he said, wasn't it? Special edition one?
It's the same story. The special edition, it's a newer transfer with more extras.
Aye. Okay. And updated special effects, would it be?
I never watched those. I don't know if they did the updated effects for this one or not.
Right. Interesting. Right, we'll wait for Rabbi and we're going to get going. So if everybody in the chat has their copy of the Visitation and you have it ready to go, please press 1. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to actually subscribe to everybody that's on the panel as well. And check out my second channel, The Irish Geek, please. We've got 244 subscribers on it now. And on that channel, we just talk about other things that are not Doctor Who on it. So check that channel out. I've done a couple of reaction videos as well. I wasn't too impressed.
You can't get mad at his avatar. Your avatar is too cute for that, man.
Catch Noel over on the set. Do you know what? I've noticed noticed something though, Ball Stretch. Do you know what? YouTube are dirty little, dirty people. Do you know why? Tell you
You're
why.
just learning that now?
When I stream on the Irish Geek, I literally get a notification straight away, right? Tells me you've done that, and the notifications come up. I start to stream on this. 3 days later, I get the notification. 3 days later, when the stream is already done.
Well, we were talking about Google last week. They've completely buried my channel. You put Bullstruck into the search engine, and other than my most recent video, you have to get 3 pages in before you get to any of my videos. I'm talking about Google, not YouTube, although it's the same damn company. And the first hit is a video of a certain YouTuber that did an attack video with 10,000, just over 10,000 views. I have videos with over 300,000 views, and my channel is almost nowhere to be seen in search.
That's weird.
Sounds
Right.
like Google.
And I thought he was winding me up until sorry, Charlotte. I thought he was winding me up until I actually checked myself, man. And he's telling the truth, man. This is absolutely disgraceful what they're doing to his channel. Go ahead. Yeah, Charlotte.
I just said it sounds like Google.
Yeah, I hate Google. I hate YouTube. Although I hear I've been too busy this week, but I hear Parler's back up, or it was.
It's sort of up. It's sort of up. It's a bit shaky.
Yeah. I look, I'm just going to be out straight, right? I don't see the point of it, right? Because what's going to end up happening is everybody will flood back to that again, right? And then it'll be accused of being a radical right group, radical right app, right? And they'll pull it down again. These are just better off playing on the apps that you are on. You know what they say, defeat the enemy within. Defeat the enemy within. Use the apps that you're using. I know that they're bloody. I know Twitter's a pain in the hole. It is. But use it as much as you can to your advantage. That's what I say. All of these other apps that everybody's joining, eventually they're going to be taken down one by one. This is where.
Well, actually, Noel, just to interrupt. There is an advantage because Twitter tends to ban accounts without warning. It happened to me. It's always a good idea to be on at least one alt-tech platform because if Twitter goes down, you still have a way of contacting people. I logged into Parler for the first time in 2 months. Although all my Parleys are deleted. But I think it's a good idea to pick one alternative and be on that as well, because you get knocked off Twitter. How are you going to communicate with people? I would say to everyone right here, Minds is, and I have been on so many different platforms for video and for
this one's the best
Twitter alternatives over the last literally, I used to have a sister channel to Bulls Trek on Daily Motion back in 2007. So that's how long I've been using alternative platforms. That one actually got taken out for hate speech for some reason. Daily Motion sucks. They didn't like my Doctor Who videos were hate speech. But it's always a good idea to be on at least one. And mine's, at least for a Twitter, and actually it's not bad for a video replacement either, but it's leagues ahead of any other platform I've used. So my recommendation is stay on Twitter, but use an alternative. And my suggestion to everyone is use Minds. And what I actually do with my Minds account is I don't necessarily duplicate what I do on Twitter. I get very political on that. I don't actually, other than posting my videos, I don't talk a lot about entertainment on Minds. It's mainly political. So if you want to see what a miserable bastard I actually am, follow me on Minds, although I haven't tweeted or done anything in about a week.
But
yeah, that's what I would say.
I was on the fence, and then you told me about your account. Now I want to join it. I was going to ask you about Odyssey. People have been talking about that one as well. Do you know anything about it?
To be honest, with YouTube alternatives, I'm kind of fed up. Going back to Daily Motion, and I don't know if anybody remembers the VidMe debacle where I had my entire, that was 4 years ago. I had my entire channel mirrored and then it went off overnight. BitChute is just a fucking mess. I won't be uploading to BitChute anymore. It's gotten worse. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
So with video sites, I've gotten kind of tired of because I think I've counted. I've been on 14 different video platforms over the years. The only two former platforms that still exist are Dailymotion and BitChute. One's a piece of shit. The other one kicked me off for apparent hate speech because they fucking suck. So that's why nobody goes there. But I'm at this point, I'm fed up with alternative video platforms because you'll go through the effort. Often it's a broken interface. It's a pain in the ass to get it uploaded. Half the time the video never publishes anyway. I've got videos on BitChute that have been stuck in processing for 3 months. And then you put it up and they don't promote the video. They have literally BitChute promotes my own videos to myself from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like you're uploading it. I guess it's a good way to archive it, but then at the same time as an archive or backup, because these other video streaming services keep going down, it's even pointless to do that. So at this point, unless there's one that on its own can actually be successful, then I'll start cross-uploading again. But at this point, I will cross-upload to Minds. One of the good things about Minds is you can actually, within the comments, you can cross-upload the video. So I'll duplicate it on there. But that's it. But in terms of Rumble or Odyssey or all these other streaming sites,
no point.
No, and I think Google has buried them anyway. And if it sucks because Google has a monopoly. Nobody uses fucking Bing. Although Bing you got to see when you search my name, they've got a little hate paragraph about me. I showed you that a while ago. But there is no useful alternative. So for now, I'm for me, it's the video replacement thing is not necessarily that big a thing, but a secondary to Twitter, because Twitter is how you communicate with people. And Twitter are deleting and suspending people right and left. Often you don't even know what you've done. Yeah. So I think everybody needs to be an alternative platform. And I recommend everybody use Minds. I've been on Minds since 2018. It was a disaster, like a complete disaster when I first joined, which is why I didn't do anything with it. When I went back to it back in January, I guess about 6 weeks ago, I was actually impressed. It's smooth. It's as smooth as Twitter.
Does it have the interactive ability? Does it have the sort of interactive thing that Parler really doesn't have?
Well, it does have message. It doesn't have GIFs and it doesn't have emojis, which I'm perfectly fine with. That's done on purpose because it's supposed to be a place for intelligent discussion. But but yeah, no, it's as long as it has DMs, that's really all you need. Yeah. And yet I've had one JBot follow me on there, and he was shut down very quickly. But the JBots, they can't post GIFs. So.
Would that be a certain AJ? I'll just say AJ. You know what I'm talking about, because he sent me a super chat last night on one of the streams. You know, the usual gag sends the.
Oh no! This was another one. I posted an image of his tweet to the Facebook, or not the Facebook. Fuck Facebook. I left Facebook last week. I'm fucking done with Facebook. Yeah. Don't go to Facebook. It's a goddamn shit show.
Well, I don't really use Facebook. I just post videos up. But are we all ready? Because I don't want to talk about other social media bleeding apps. Listen, at the end of the day, they're all shit except for Minds, as he said. Right? The others, the alternatives are never going to work because, as you said, Google's going to bury them all. End the conversation. Let's move on. Press 1, everybody, if you're ready.
Oh, wait. I got to put the disc in, Noel.
Oh, for God's sake. Did you make your coffee yet, buddy?
Okay, just a minute. Okay, I'm ready.
Right. Is everybody in the chat ready now?
I am ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, I know the panel's ready. The panel's ready. You're being ready for the last bloody 40 minutes. Is everybody?
See now, just to interrupt. See, here's the funny thing. Here's Noel. yelling at us for not being ready. Let me remind Noel of a certain stream where we had to wait for 2 hours for Noel to figure out how to play the video.
Point. You're going to bring that up every time, though. You're going to use
Yes.
that.
Yeah, yes, I believe he is.
Well, I get me revenge done because myself and Ballstreck, I'm going to put Ballstreck through the misery of having to watch Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh, dude, I'm actually, just give me a second. Just give us a quick second here before we start. There's just one quick thing I've got to do here.
Oh, no, he's up to something.
You basically waved the red flag, mate.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Well, it's
yeah, I can already sense it.
okay. Yeah, no, it's all good. There's nothing going on.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing going on. I just love the way you're becking voice.
Nothing sinister at all. Yeah.
Nothing sinister about you, no.
Well, no, there's a response to your visitation stream.
You're gonna make okay, let me see. Right, before we start. If you've put Howard the Duck in there, I'm gonna kill you. Right? It's nothing got to do. It is. I bet you it is Howard the Duck because he's been annoying me with these little things. Howard the Duck. Listen, mate. Howard the Duck is one of the weirdest fucking things I've ever seen in my life, and it's still weird. I watched the trailer the other day, and then he puked in a bucket. You never know, though. Listen, I haven't seen this in years. I could change my mind. I could surprise people.
Okay, so hashtag Noel loves Howard now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And, of course, it's Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
You feck off with your Howard the Duck. Here, I'm going to reply in kind.
I love this. We're about to go, and we've literally got a Twitter spot live happening right now.
Right, I'm stopping now because I actually have to go into me Twitter because that's where you send it.
Okay, Rabbi, count us down.
No, not yet. Wait. No. I've got to go into.
Do I have to add you to my block list, Noel?
You would never do that to me.
It's like a married couple.
I would actually have to do something seriously bad for you to do that to me.
What the fuck is that, Noel?
That's me, yeah.
Goddamn condom burning its eyes?
Yeah. Me eyes. Right, you can count us down, whoever wants to count us down.
Hashtag duck sex.
Hashtag duck the duck.
No.
Fuck the duck.
Okay.
So what's your visitation then? Would you?
Yes, shall we? While we're here, kind of, I guess.
Have we
Okay. 5. I'll do the countdown to get us started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Noel loves Howard.
When you make
Somebody
the
needs
comment,
to edit this with the Howard the Duck face
how
right
will
there.
I
That would
ruin
be
this
awesome.
for you?
There,
I do.
Howard.
That's
Dr.
my.
Howard.
He's ruining this already for me. This is
The
my
duck.
favorite title sequence, by the way. Love it.
Howard the Duck visits Earth. The Visitation. Starring the half-naked Leah Thompson. And if you don't like that, there's something wrong with you. Well, except for problem being you're okay. But Noel, you can't turn down that scene.
How about me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry, Charlotte. I didn't mean to assume the assumptions of the assuming. So outside of Charlotte and problem being, everybody else here has an obligation to like Leah Thompson in that film.
I do like Leah Thompson in Back to the Future. Yeah.
She's better in this one.
Okay, whatever you say.
Here's a question. Would they have known what fireworks were at this time period?
I believe they did. Yeah, they weren't exactly safe. They would tend to blow up your face. But yeah, they did have them.
Okay.
And I need to get my coffee. I'll be back.
No problem.
There is the great John Savardant. Well, if nobody knows who John Savardant is, he was Fred Elliott in Coronation Street years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Fred.
you're having a laugh. I used to watch
Nope.
Corey then. I didn't even click that.
Yeah, that's him without all the weight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. I didn't even recognize him.
I tell you, I do like this lengthy introduction.
It's like a proper BBC drama almost, isn't it? Like, you didn't know any better. This would be the
Yeah, I
opening.
think it's like Eric Seawood really at his best.
And you get the period costumes and that. And
I liked it. I can't remember what they had in mind is they were going to have like a different type of alien, but it was going to be wearing period costume as well. Which I thought would be quite an interesting idea.
Yeah, instead we get fabulous disco android.
Yes. What's Possip? I'll have some of that. Good old POV vision.
heavy breathing.
And it works because it's not just like a random colour on screen.
Right.
You're like, oh, alien!
Why does he keep cleaning his guns? That seems a bit weird.
Oh, there's nothing in it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh!
Actually, that reminds me, do you know when you used to have those video games that were like live action? Do you know, that gives me vibes of that.
Oh. Papa!
Well, she literally it looked like she was waiting for something to hit the door then.
Yeah.
The way she was stood.
Disco robot!
Oh, Doomcock's long lost brother.
Yeah, but what's his name then?
Disco robot.
Call him Lord Disco Head.
The idea behind it was quite clever. It's like the Threaplos are supposed to be like they just love beauty, like a very aesthetic race. And I think that's kind of a good world building, but just didn't really come out well.
I love that console, and I love that console room.
Yeah, the clean cutness of it works, doesn't it?
It's definitely well lit.
Yeah, but you can see all the paint marks and all that. And
I don't know why he gets so much stick. I don't think he's acting as bad in this one, though.
At the end, he does act like an idiot.
By the way, that I think it's on this Blu-ray set. That weekend with him, with Tony Hideki, it's really good. Weekend with Waterfield.
Oh, I love that. I love that moment with Doctor.
Oh, I forgot Tegan was in this. Oh no.
She's actually not too bad
like
in this
Tegan.
one. She's actually not too shouty, no.
Is she
reminds me of my grumpy cousin.
Fucking plane. If anybody should have died in air shock, they should have just bleeding killed her off.
Tegan reminds me of my grumpy cousin.
Dead. And
well, you see with this
microphone
this episode, I mean, it's like Tegan's always is putting all her faith into going back home, and that's why she's getting ready. She's getting ready to go back to her job in the airlines.
Well, good for her. I wouldn't like to be on a plane where she's fucking the air hostess.
At least she's not wearing a boob tube.
Oh.
Yeah, but I do like here as well. They're still addressing what she went through in Kinder.
Yeah, like this kind of interesting.
Yeah, sometimes in classic they were a bit bad for that. Like they'd have something happen in an episode, and it wouldn't really be addressed afterwards. And I like that it's brought up because I was watching this today, I was thinking you then got that interesting link with she's just got mind controlled. She's just had that ordeal in Kinder, and then what happens to her in this episode? It happens again. So I think it's a nice little symmetry that she's just getting over it.
See, this is why.
And actually, Big Finish is. Hi, Howard. No, I was going to say Big Finish has gone into it in a lot of detail, and actually, the first, which one was it? It was The Reaping, the first Big Finish that Janet Fielding did back in 2006. They go forward into, or Peter Davison meets her up 2 decades later. She's 46 at the time, and she's dying of terminal cancer. She's got a tumor, and it's indicated that it happened during something that occurred during her travels with the doctor, and it's almost inferred that it's actually the result of Kinda.
Wow.
Wow.
I haven't heard that one. I have to listen to some more Peter Davison.
It's actually it's one of the better Big Finish. I'd rank it in probably one of the top 20, because it really also goes into what happens to companions after they leave, and it's Janet Fielding. I think this is the first bit of acting she'd done in years, and her performance in that is absolutely amazing.
Wow. What's the story
I think
called?
she's great so far, hasn't it? I mean, look, she looks great, and she's giving a fine performance.
Let's see. It was. I just want to make sure.
I forgot she used to look great as well. So there you go.
She always complained about her hair. She thought there was a rat nailed to the back of her head because her hairstyle.
Or no, it wasn't The Reaping. It's the one right after The Reaping. It's Big Finish 87. What the hell was the name?
The Gathering, the Reaping, The Gathering, and what was that one?
It's the Gathering. The Reaping and The Gathering. It's a 2-part story, kind of done in reverse. You actually you have to listen to both stories because they.
And that's the one with Janet Fielding.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, The Gathering, but you have to listen to The Reaping first because it's a 2-part story. You won't understand what's going on in The Gathering if you don't listen to The Reaping first.
Cool. I'll give it a whirl. Thank you. Oh, there's the TARDIS with the block on the light.
Yeah, Big Finish did that quite a few times though, because Spare Parts deals with the aftermath of Adric dying, and it's sort of what I like about the Spare Parts is it's not always talked about. It's not the focus, but little moments between him and Nyssa in that Big Finish, you can tell she's still quite angry with him about Adric and what happened with him, and the Doctor's still hurting. So it's sort of just addressed enough in that story, which I like in Big Finish.
And yeah, they've done a few good raves with that TARDIS team.
Yeah.
So yeah, this character was he was invented by Eric Saywood for the for radio plays, and then they had the guy from On the Buses take over this role. I think he did quite a good job with it.
Yeah, I think if it was any other actor, you would have not liked the character. I've got the vibe. He was just the right amount of like, I was in the theatre, darling, type of person. If it was anybody else, you'd probably do your edit.
I mean, this episode has you hooked already. I mean, there's so much in it.
Yeah, it's a good story, isn't it? It's early Eric Saywood before he was pissed off. And again, I kind of like the use of all three companions there to knock the guy over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the things that just became like weighted down this era are still kind of fresh and nice right now. like them running through forests and things like that. But yeah, it's got kind of triumph. They did it for ages, but this is engaging.
I used to like the TARDIS being in forests and that, the police box, you know, and
there's a lovely fan art of the TARDIS sort of on its side in a forest, and it's all sort of overgrown and dilapidated. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's how I would, if I was ever shown that. I'd be tempted to open a series with that image, because I think it's just a lovely image.
Oh, Noel, when you got a second, check your Twitter. I gave you something.
I'm a man of the theater.
Richard Mace.
He's really rather good in this, isn't he? I mean, they have like these incredible co-stars that play very different from what they're known for. Like Commander Ivanov is Russell Hunter, with he was best known for The Lonely. By the way, if you go to Bounding Into Comics, I got an article up there about Callan, which is a Big Finish series. You can get a free episode, but it's only available till tomorrow night. It's really worth it. It's good.
Oh, I saw that.
Have you started writing then, Rabbi, now for it?
I do. Yes, I try. Yes. When I'm on promotion mode, I'm getting a bunch on. I got one other I was going to pipeline, and I got to write this other one up by Russell T. David.
Did you leave, Noel?
You must be new to the world, sir.
But I've got the episode on my phone, so I haven't missed that, and so I have the phone in my hand. Have you got a problem with that, Mr. Howard the Duck?
Have you checked your Twitter?
I haven't, because I'm watching the episode on my phone, and
okay, when you're done, I left you something.
Oh yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. But don't worry. I'll formulate a response as soon as I see it.
I may have left you a few things.
Oh, a few. Oh, quite nice. Quite nice.
A hat must be full of fleas.
Oh, back in the day, yeah. Because think about it, man. There's no hygiene, really. What? No personal hygiene.
Saying that though, he's got very good hair.
Yeah.
It looks very primed and proper.
It's like when you have these Hollywood movies that take place in this era, and it's like they got the perfect teeth. It's taking away my suspension of disbelief.
Well, actually, sugar wasn't all that commonplace, so they didn't have the same problems that we do.
That is true. Can you imagine a world without Twitter?
Can you imagine a world without sugar?
I can't. I can't wait for there to be a world without Twitter.
Actually, dude, I actually eat very little sugar.
Yeah.
I think if I was to have my blood
gave it up
taken,
a few
it would
years
come out
ago.
as syrup.
I have seen many falling stars. It's the voice as well. It's
It's a bit camp, but
yeah, but
man, just throw Tegan out, man. The bleeding face on her is doing me head in. He's trying to show you something, and you're like, I don't want to know, doctor.
I was going to say, I've listened to her in Big Finish. No, she's not been that bad for Tegan.
I don't think she's been bad at all, quite frankly.
I don't either. She's really not.
You can see her frustration. She really wanted to go back home. She really wanted to go back to her job.
But when you can't get home and she knows that she can't, you just put it to one side and you get on with it. Right? Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, this was part of like a new realism that they were trying to bring in with John Nathan Turner and Eric Saywood. There was that's why they've got this continuity going on. There's a lot of smart stuff going on. It's just not completely connecting.
And there was a continuity where Adric could heal faster. It was in Full Circle. Romana saw his knee had healed in Full Circle. So there's nice wee touches in these stories.
Yeah, and I sort of said I get a family vibe with this team. Like the Doctor's the older brother who can be a bit grumpy and has to tell them off, but can be quite
It's like the
protective.
famous five in space.
Look at
Yeah.
that. They're delivering the 14th century McDonald's.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, like
dude,
he-
it's probably better than modern day McDonald's.
Right. Well, if it's the normal English turnaround time, they just set out for something you ordered just now.
Well, instead of a McChicken sandwich, it was a McPigeon sandwich.
Dude, everything tastes like chicken. It's fine.
Sandwiches weren't invented until Lord Sandwich invented them, and that was in the 18th century.
Oh, I love
No,
this.
but they
It's
really
like-
had to shoot rabbits, like and eat rabbits, and they had all these diseases and all that associated with the rabbits.
We're 17 minutes into the visitation. 17 minutes and 50 seconds into the visitation. That's what the story that we're watching, and we're on episode 1.
I think this is also the story where they had to continually stop filming because planes kept flying overhead.
Disposition.
Say that again, Rollstruck. I didn't
I think
hear
this
that.
is also the story that they had to continually stop filming because planes kept flying overhead.
Oh,
Wouldn't quite work in the historical context.
true. Because if
Yeah,
you're
had that problem
an
on-
airplane, yeah, it wouldn't
Had
work.
that problem on film sets many a time.
Oh, here we go. She gonna moan again now, or she just
Yeah,
hates stuff.
Well, she gets kidnapped in a bit. You'll be happy then.
Well, then that's fantastic. I haven't seen this in a while, so.
See, this was. I like how though.
Vegan, I'm a moan hole. Can I come in and lie down until I go back to my time?
No, but I like how in Davidson in his story, they're already establishing he's quite he's very because he's a young doctor. He's going to be active. He's going to be a bit headstrong and go straight in for stuff.
Oh no,
There's a lot
Chris.
of him.
Chris says the pigeon sandwich. You must have a posh town. No, it's McPigeon because they would have eat pigeons back in the day. But
Mac
Eat
Rat.
burger is the McRatty burger. The McRatty.
No, I think that's more Burger King actually. No.
All right. I prefer Burger King.
No,
Burger King over McDonald's any day of the week.
Chicken Royale. Mwah.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Yeah, Burger King weirdly don't get burgers, get the chicken burgers, and I know.
Okay, no. You. I want to ask you as an Irishman, right? On Friday, I have to have a festive meal in which I get incredibly drunk. Right, Friday afternoon. Part of my religion. What can I do, mate? Nothing I can do about it. The meal that we're having is corn dogs, deli sandwich, corn dogs, deli sandwich, French fries, onion rings. How do you think that's going to go down?
Like a
Very
shit in a
fast.
bag.
What?
Like
Very
a shit
fast.
in a bag.
He asked,
Brilliantly.
your name is not Noel. I'm Noel. You're Lee. Have you
Like a shit in a
forgotten
You're
bag.
beginning to sound as bad as Tegan.
Okay, probably just stuck on saying like a shit in a bag. He broke you, mate. Yeah, I got it.
that? Actually, Ballstruck, did you see that, by the way?
did I see what? Your Twitter?
No, I'll check the Twitter. I know you want me to check. I'll check Twitter in a minute. We've only got literally 4 minutes to go. No, the video of your woman giving out about Ted Cruz, and then she shows everybody her bag of shit while she's screaming.
What? Who is
Hey,
that?
what?
Okay, they haven't seen it.
That's
Lee.
what I said.
That's why
What
you
are
didn't get the
talking about?
reference.
What is this?
It's some girl in America, and because Ted Cruz flew off and there's
To
no
Cancun.
water and stuff, she said she literally comes on the TikTok video and says she had the shit in the bag. Then she proceeds to show the bag and she
What?
loses her shit.
That's
Shows
like an
metaphorically
look at this
using
now, I
shit.
can tell.
Oh yeah, I'll go Google this. TikTok shit in a bag.
What's it like that?
You know, I have to say, when I was a young child, I never thought I would be using cutting edge technology to watch Doctor Who and hear somebody say TikTok, shit in a bag.
I'm telling you, she's a weirdo.
I can't find it, Noel.
It's on
Thank
Twitter,
God.
man. It's
Twitter,
on
not
Twitter?
Lee
Okay.
shared it, I shared it. Just check her Twitter feeds.
You'll have to
Oh,
show
okay.
it.
I'm gonna go look at Noel's
Lee,
Twitter profile.
Lee, you've got the
Like
video.
Noel
Just
should.
tag them in the video, will you?
I'm watching Doctor Who.
So am I.
Yeah, we're
Tell
all
me
watching
stop annoying
Doctor
me.
Who.
Why didn't you play it after this episode? It's only like a couple of minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Because
Vanessa's sort of saying, guys.
She might get upset that people are slagging her and
Well, it's
no.
a bit late now, isn't it?
I'll tag you in after this, ball stricken rabbi.
Yeah, make sure you check your Twitter.
Oh, I'm going to check my Twitter. Don't worry, Mr. Howard.
There's a wall that shouldn't be there.
A cricket glove with gems on it.
Great imagination.
Yeah.
Nothing like a bit bedazzled to say alien.
Oh, here's the cliffhanger. I have to check Twitter before it does me head in. Right?
Here we go.
Oh, right, no. Before we start the second part, question for you. You did a reaction video for a trailer. How do you do reaction videos without getting copyright struck?
I still images. That's what I do. I don't use moving images at all.
Yeah, but because my channel's not monetized, so I just do them. So
right. Okay, still images, I guess, is the way to go.
yeah, but I just watch them because my channel's not monetized. So when my channel is monetized, then I'll get a copyright claim on them, and then obviously what you can't monetize them, but there's certain trailers you get away with. I mean, I was able to get away with doing the Mortal Kombat trailer and the Justice
trailers they're supposed to be under fair use. You can fight it, but
look how Noel got zapped by that guy from that magazine.
Yeah,
well, it got reversed eventually because the dude.
Yeah, but you're gonna be offline for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Right, where's this shit in the bag, girl?
Have you found it?
Man, no, you could just easy a lazy sod. You could do that while I respond back to Ballstrick. Could you tag the two lads in so they can see shit in the bag, girl, please?
You know what?
I didn't think I could hear it today.
Oh,
that's not an urgent thing for me.
I'm
It was an urgent thing for her, clearly.
Well, it definitely was urgent for her. Because I tell you,
somebody tag me because now I'm curious. I may not want my lunch after this, but and Kim Kardashian has filed for divorce. Who gives a
Yeah, and I wrote up. Did you see me tweet? Kim Kardashian plugs new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
People are ignoring her.
She'll divorce them, then be back after a couple of months. She secured a new show. It's a load of getaway.
Who's she married to? Is it Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye, fucking the Godshite West. Well, he is a bit of an idiot. He was one of the best rappers when he came out at the time, and he was highly intelligent. I don't know what. He married her and he became dumb.
Highly arrogant.
Happens when you marry a woman like that. She sucks all the intelligence out of you. That's where where all the intelligence is gone into our backside.
Okay, I've tagged both Rabbi and Bolstrek into the
good. Well, you're
shit in a bag, lady.
Okay, I'm watching. Okay, let's see. I'll maximize this.
Why do you hear her?
Oh, she's pretty.
Are you sure? I think you hear her talk.
Vanessa, love, it's like trying to herd cats. So
Herding blind Daleks.
But she's typical of, did you ever see the women that freak out in their cars when Donald Trump, it's the end of the world, and they were screaming in their cars? That's what she's like.
Jesus Christ! Okay, I gotta stop this. Noel, did you check your Twitter?
I did.
Did you see the many gifts you were left?
Mm-hmm.
Many gifts.
And I just responded with one.
No, but look, he's talking to you all over the place.
Straight. She had to shit in a bag and take cruises in Cancun.
Yeah.
I think everything's right with that. I think everything's right in the world. I think if Ted Cruz had the shit in a bag and she was in Cancun, that would be wrong.
Now, I get that there's no... Listen, I get that Texans are having a hard time of it right now, yeah? And we do know that the situation over there is pretty...
Yeah, but I don't think everyone in Texas is shitting in a bag.
Right, but no, yeah.
Well, actually, they may have to because they don't have they haven't had water for a week. Either a bag or a bucket.
Cold, just go outside, dig a hole in the snow, do your dump, cover it in the snow, and go back in. You don't have to put it in a fucking bag and do a video.
No, then, dude, you got to revisit that in the springtime. Nobody wants to do that.
By the way, the comment I made though, Ballstrick, was for a small-sized girl, like.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Her back teeth must be floating.
Well, maybe she's holding it in for a while.
Mm.
Yeah, I know, but she just flips. She just fucking freaks. Well,
she isn't starving. That's
the internet is forever. She is never going to live this down. She's forever going to be known as the girl that shit in a bag.
Yeah,
a bag of shit that's about as big as her head.
That's it. Right, are we ready for the second episode?
Yes.
You checked your Twitter, so that's all I care about.
Everybody in the chat, Mr. Howard the Duck there is, So, am I ruining it for you so far? Because you said if you ruined it, you were going to kill me. How are you enjoying watching an episode or watching the story of Doctor Who that you actually love? Ballstrick
Well, honestly, Noel. After I blocked about the 400 insane J-bots. I'm actually enjoying Doctor Who again because I don't hear from them. It's like it's actually kind of fun. It's like a continuing game of whack-a-mole. They show up and I just bye.
They're just so desperate for attention.
That's it. Just keep.
It really is about like just so desperate for attention.
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't even be doing videos reacting to the shit that they're saying anymore. I don't even do it anymore.
It's a hack. I mean, like who cares?
It's like an initiation ceremony or something.
They'll just die away. Just give them no airtime. They don't deserve it. They're not fans of this show. They never have been. So fuck them. Right? I'm sick of them. They helped ruin a fucking show that I loved, right? You all know how I felt about it. Ballstrick was devastated. Everybody was devastated, right? These fuckers are not. No.
Let's not go off on them though. Let's just.
Let's go anyway. Right, 5.
So, but your answer, I am enjoying it.
Good. I'm glad.
Wait till next week.
What's next week?
We'll start. Oh yeah. Right. So next week's episode is
Awesome.
Oh, he likes Time Lash. I forgot. I don't even know why we're.
It doesn't even have Perry and spandex in it. I mean, like.
I love it because it's so ridiculous.
The best level that we don't want to bring it to. Do the countdown, Rabbi.
Best bit about Time Lash is the monster that tries to eat Perry.
Come on, do the countdown.
Although
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press play, whatever you want.
Although, if you're going to watch Time Lash, you have to watch the extra on the DVD because literally all it is everybody involved with the story apologizing for it.
Paul Darrow's great on the voice on the commentary.
I want to say I'm really looking forward to my reaction to this story now.
Oh my god.
You saw my reaction to Delta, so I've got a feeling it's going to be that times 10.
Oh yeah, who else is shaking their heads at the next Blu-ray release? Why the fuck did they have to pick that series? Why? Here's a question, Noel. Prior to current days, which is Bullstreck's least favorite classic series season?
It has to be 24 then.
Yes, and what's the next Blu-ray coming out?
24. I'm like, I don't know if I'm buying it.
But you're still going to buy a Ballstrick. That's the thing.
Are you? Because I don't know if I am.
Dude, I own Delta and the Bannerman already on DVD. No,
Me too.
Even though my collection is still in boxes, I had to dig this out. I'm still buying them as they come out because they get very expensive after the fact.
Exactly. But you'll buy it. You'll buy it like a lot of people will buy it, you know, because it's classic Who. It's still classic Who. You know.
Hey, listen,
Well, I have to get I have to get new covers though. I've just if they ever end up back on my shelf, that fucking logo.
Oh, Bowles, I got you back. I've ordered them for you. I've alternative covers.
Oh,
exactly
awesome.
the same, just with the right logo.
I shall need those, my friend.
Fine. I'll send them to you. I'll send them via Twitter. I have them all.
Oh, cool.
I've got to say, the effect for the wall actually looks really good.
Wasn't bad, was it?
It actually looks really convincing, not like, oh, that's a bit dodge. It's like, it actually looks convincing.
Well, you have to give JP credit because he actually really did try in every way possible to modernize the show. He changed the music, which I kind of like Dudley Simpson's score, but this was definitely of the time. He tried to be original with the effects and go beyond what he thought they could actually do. He humanized the Doctor in a way that hadn't really been done before. And he gave companions more of a backstory that they hadn't had before.
There's one thing about JNT. He tried to modernize the series, modernize the music. You know, bring a bit of kind of modern culture to it.
I would say that this is probably from the early radiophonic workshop. Early 80s radiophonic workshop. I think this story is one of my favorite soundtracks.
Well, of course, they had synthesizers now, so it's like, well, hey, let's go mad with it.
Although I have to give Big Finish some credit because they actually, in a lot of stories, they have gone back and used the original synthesizers that were used back then and recreated the vibe of the show, which is kind of cool.
Nectar.
You stupid. Ah.
Did Tegan just throw a shoe
That was
at
a really
it?
bad throw.
Yeah. Well, it seems so.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, did Adric just fall over himself? Like, he bounced off it, like, without it actually doing anything to him.
I think hey, I like this about Nessa, not about Tegan, that she was kind of like in there to like nut it. You know, she sees as a girl who's always first in a fight. I kind of like that about her.
Feisty.
Yeah, but like in a pub, like she's going to be fun to have in a pub fight.
You want her having your back in a pub brawl, yeah?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, if I have to pick between her and Nissa, I'd go with Tegan, for a pub fight, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got to sleep with one? 100% it's Tegan. Sorry, Nissa. What can I tell you? And Adric, you get back in your box, okay? Stop. Yeah. Put your tongue out. Put your tongue back in your mouth, mate.
This is a bit of a non-entity, in my opinion. Not a fan.
Yeah.
I think sometimes she sort of got boxed in as you're the clever, like, tech one.
Which is a bit boring.
Yeah, she's just kind of like an ordinary person.
And
it's like you have to think of it this way. How can the companions and the Doctor wear the same clothes all the time throughout all their adventures?
I always think that like the TARDIS has some sort of cleaning filtration system in the air.
The problem with this is this: she's Jill from HR, right? Everybody knows Jill from HR. That is Nessa. Hi, Jill. Hi. Oh, is it? Are we all compliant?
Because I read in
Also-
one of the novels that the TARDIS is sonic showers, so the companions can go for a shower.
Yeah, but at least in this era, they actually show them like having bedrooms.
Hmm.
So from what I can tell, that wasn't a thing they usually would show. And in this run, you see them like in their rooms, basically, don't you? For some of the episodes.
It's like it's all homely, and kind of like you can show that the companions are settling in to their life aboard the TARDIS.
Yeah. I mean, here, like, she could have given him up, and she doesn't. So for all her moaning, she does care. It's just she doesn't show it.
Well, the only thing that Tegan cares about is getting home. That's all she cares about.
Well, yeah, but she could have ratted the doctor out here, and it's literally Adric that ends up doing it. Like, she
And then
could
when
have
she
been
get-
like,
when she got left behind in time flight, she kind of realised she regretted it. She wanted to travel with the Doctor.
Well, I'm from Earth, but like I'm with this bloke called the Doctor, and he can't get me home. But I've become a moany little bitch, so like but I ended up here. So I don't really give a crap anymore. Do what you're gonna do to me. I have to be honest though. Charlotte is right. She's not as annoying in this.
she's doing near a shout.
We did. Oh, he didn't. I'm not bringing you on. If you're putting that avatar, I'm not bringing you on.
Oh, come on, he has.
No.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Duck.
Oh no.
I got a new avatar.
Well, do you know what? Maybe I should get myself my own new avatar. Give me a second there, folks.
Oh no.
It's war.
Maybe I'll put the Howard the Duck in a
Yes,
Jodie
it is
Whittaker
one.
costume.
Oh, you know it's going to be a Ghostbusters 2016.
See, that would be funny if we all changed our avatars to Howard the Duck. That would...
Oh, I'm not techie enough for that.
Yeah, no, that's opening.
Rabbi, you are aware I can actually hear you.
Yeah, like look at the design on this thing. It's really intricate. Like it could have just been, oh, it's a turtle-ish creature thing, but they really, you could tell, put a lot of work into this suit.
Again, this is why I hate the fact that so many people shit on JNT. He only had one really bad series. It was awful, but everything else he did was actually good to great.
I think Trial was a bit of a rough series.
I actually like Trial. I like the concept.
I like the concept. I think Mysterious Planet's not that great. I like Mind Warp. Terror of the Ver was not very good.
Okay, I'll give it that.
Ultimate Foe is
Well, no, the
like
first
Terror
half,
of
which
the
was
Void.
written by Robert Holmes, is brilliant. But unfortunately, because of the whole explosion with Eric Sayward, the last one was written by Pip and Jane Baker, and I'll give them credit; they did what they could.
I guess, but it's just like, oh, megabyte modem, really? No.
Oh, Rabbi, waboo, woo woos. Oh.
Well, at least technically being controlled made him let go of the rabbit, so I suppose that's a good thing.
I guess so. He's like, I guess I don't need you now.
No.
Live, Mr. Rabbit, today. Okay.
I really love the detail though when they try to communicate him, and because obviously they're primitive, as they're referred to as a lot in this story, that they can't fully communicate with him. I love that detail. Because that would make sense. If it was alien tech, humans probably couldn't work it, even if they were being like subjugated to it.
Right. I think it's a pretty good use of their video effects as well. Everything was just like new, right? Everything was new and experimental, and there's real new energy with it in this season.
To be fair, though, isn't the Doctor breaking like a load of rules by just letting him in this spaceship? Like half the stuff he's already said to him, surely he shouldn't have said to him, considering he's from this time period.
Yeah, like everything else.
He's very good, Peter Davis. I'm really digging his Doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, twin. How you doing?
Oh God!
Question marks.
The funny thing is, Noel's not noticed, so we're going to get Noel's reaction when he comes back.
Put question marks in these columns.
Honestly,
Well,
if the MCU was going to be worth watching, was clearly not. The next Marvel movie should have been a new Howard the Duck movie.
No, I think David. I agree with you, Rabbi. I think he's tested a lot. The Doctor in this episode. He's always on the back foot a lot. He's not. He gets like moments when he knows a bit more, but then he seems to always be put back in his place by the villains. So,
Right, but I like he's kind of like blundered in and is curious and looking around. I kind of like that.
Yeah, he does the whole dashing Davidson thing, isn't it? He sort of blunders and dashes around and doesn't quite think through what he's doing.
Right. He just seems like he's forgot. He's a happy wanderer at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
quite like
sort of vagabond, isn't it? Sort of aspect of the Doctor you get now and again. The most slowest walk ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spread out, guys. Or out maneuvers.
With our bows and axes.
You're right. While our master plays with perspex. How will there be a ways for the bars?
Yeah, this is a bit of a stupid scene. Because none of them really seem to have motivation to get out. So it's just like, guys, you need to get out. Like, a bit of, like, worry or anything would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I tell you, I'm just enjoying Davison's Doctor at this point.
He's got a kind of quiet authority about him. You know?
Exactly. Like the reason that
I see there's now 2 twats on the panel. What's going on here? What's going on here? Well, I'm about to go nuclear now in a few minutes because see the background of the stream there with the old TARDIS. Yeah.
Oh, you've done the background.
Oh, wait, you see what's going to happen to that now in a few minutes. Yeah.
What's happening?
Whoa, we're super.
It does sound good.
Noel's revenge.
I'm gonna make him suffer.
You're gonna call.
When are we doing that? When do you want to do that? Actually, Paul?
Have you done was it how the Duck yet?
No, yeah, we're doing it sometime.
I can't wait. I just can't wait.
I know. That's why I'll wait until Balstrek comes back. He's obviously doing something or bringing Lexi out. He's probably wrote a message and I haven't seen the whole. Oh no, he's taunting me now to check me Twitter. Yeah. You won't be taunting me now in a minute. I'll tell you. I'm gonna show you the state of the state of them. Right, wait, you see these Ghostbusters. Wait, you see the real Ghostbusters. I can't even say that with a stray face.
You can.
I always wanted the real Ghostbusters a crossover with the Men in Black cartoon. Who was what's his name? Kez from Star Trek Voyager did a lot of that voice work. Kez was written out for 7 or 9. I don't think anybody would ever complain.
Afterlife is being pushed back. That annoys me.
Which one's Afterlife?
Ghostbusters Afterlife, the new movie.
Oh man, again.
Well, it's been pushed back because obviously all these streaming, all these movies
already
are hoping that
like by the time you put it out, it'll be like 2 years out of date. Enough already. It's just weird.
Oh, now we've got 3 twats now with Howard the Duck. These are all taking.
Super John. Yeah.
Here's another one with Howard the Duck. Where's my support? Nobody's supporting me. Is a bunch of traitors. Traitors. I'll never forgive you for this.
I think we're all been made to be
and then
fans
at
of
the
Howard
same
the
time,
Duck.
Balstrek is taunting me in the old Twitter, trying to get me to respond. Oh, well, I'm about to get me revenge now.
No.
Well, we'll see about that. Something strange.
You're going to enjoy this Ghostbusters 2016.
I actually watched the movie twice, and I have to be honest with you. It's probably well, there's only 3 Ghostbusters movies, so it's the worst one, and that's saying a lot because Ghostbusters 2.
It's a good movie. Don't be a dick.
Ghostbusters 2 isn't bad. Well,
what I was going to say, you didn't even let me finish my point. I was actually going to finish up by saying, but personally, it's a personal movie of mine. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Everybody in the chat who likes
I'm sorry. I'm just being like blown away. Look at this. I'm on. Okay, I got to get up at 6 in the morning to be on another stream. But here they just put out a thumbnail of it. Let me share it with you. It's so weird to have people making thumbnails of you.
Of me?
No, of me.
Now you know I can't put any thumbnails on the channel after the last time now.
Oh, you can see it. You can see this one. It's perfectly in here, incongruous.
Rabbi hasn't made it basically, so you're saying
it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Well, give us a second because I'm about to get me revenge. It's just taking a little bit longer. This is the slowest fucking revenge I've ever Oh, for God's sake, come on. What is going on? Seriously, what's up with this Chromebook? Like, it's acting weird. My browser and all's acting weird. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, this never happens. I fucking sent that to me fucking cloud. Now go to me fucking cloud, you moron. I'm going to be smashing things up.
Man, everything, even the internet is trolling Noel today.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll get me revenge on you all anyway. If I die, I'm going to haunt you all anyway. So just remember that, you know? Revenge. Right, let me see what this bloody thumbnail is. Oh, it's a meteor. It's some sort of.
So I wanted to stream it. I said 6 a.m. So I gotta go to bed. But it's very cool. They did that thumbnail of me.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
nice.
I like it.
Same here. You should.
Yeah, it's quite good.
That's nice.
I like it.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
By the way, Byron, no, do you remember the little contretemps I had with the nut guys on Twitter when about Victoria Waterfield, right? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So I decided my artist, Dominic Rancho, he's sick. He hasn't finished his Star Trek Deanna Troi card yet. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna on my next stream debut.
I think you might hold on though. I think you'll wanna kind of rethink the Diana Troi one.
Big cliffhanger.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Have you seen it?
No, I'm not talking about the Jordan. I'm
talking about her tweet yesterday
on Twitter. So I don't.
Oh, what'd she say?
Go down well with people.
What did she say?
Oh, she basically said that all Texans deserve what they're getting now because they voted Republican for the last few decades.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you might want to change her character because people won't want that card. They'll probably use it.
No. Listen. I hold a. You can glop off over somebody you like or over a villain, just the same. Here, I'll demonstrate. If I may.
Demonstrate what?
Look, I'm just going to pull the sketch up, and you can see it still floats wood. 1 second.
Of who? Who are you putting up?
Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, you might. It doesn't matter how much you dislike it. This is something that still.
Nah, I don't think you're
really, dude.
There you go. Share that, would you?
Okay, let me see. What's he doing?
Oh, Lee's. I love his avatar. Lee's avatar is fantastic. That's a lot of shit.
Oh, you put shit lady now. Oh, so Johnny Clue Howard the Ducks now.
I love shit lady.
Everyone loves shit.
Like, listen, she may be a villain. She's still in the spank bank, baby. Okay, villainy doesn't get you at the spank bank, right?
I have to be honest. She's the one character I hated on TNG, and I never found her attractive.
Wow. Okay. So anyway, because he's sick, he can't take the card for it yet. So on my channel, I'm going to do a series of lithographs. Victoria Waterfield, the naughty schoolgirl. Victoria.
No, that's not going to go down well. You're asking for trouble if you do that. We're trying to.
Okay.
I will support Rabbi. I like that idea.
Picture this. She's salaciously.
No, I don't want to hear it. I'm just saying. No.
And she's saying,
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. 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 The last time you said something controversial like that came after me as well. No, I don't. I've asked you not to say that, so please don't respect me.
I'm doing good. All I'm doing is
no. Don't hear it. I really don't want to hear it. Seriously, don't, please.
It doesn't matter what they say.
So I do, it matters to me.
Okay, I'm not going to do anything to you. Don't worry.
Copyright strike. I'm the one that's being targeted, Rob.
Listen, I got a strike against me as well. I got a community strike against me.
Yeah, that's a community strike. I got a copyright strike.
If I get any other strike, my channel suspended. Like yours was.
Listen, Rabbi, we love you, but you have to consider other people by association, you know?
It's okay. Okay, here's the caption. She's saying,
you're still doing it. You're still going even after I asked you not to.
golly.
No, I don't want you. So please don't. Please, no.
Okay, I won't.
But are we going to watch who? How about
Yeah,
we do
that's
that?
episode 3. That's a good idea, Charlotte. Yes. See, I like the school teacher thing kicking in.
Right, give me a second for a minute because I want to see what Ballstrick's trolled me with.
I didn't troll you.
What do you mean? You've been throwing up little tweets, haven't you?
No.
Not
Not since like the 50 I put up in it like an hour ago.
Well, how come I'm only getting? Oh, see this, man. There is definitely something wrong with my browser or my Google because I'm only after getting a notification now.
Oh, Noel, you should go look at my channel. It's showing the last 6 pieces of media I put up, and guess what they all are?
Wow. Yeah. Well, watch this. I have a little surprise for you right before we start the next episode. So sorry to do this to you, folks, but we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this.
Oh no.
We're going to do this. You already know what's coming. Gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. No. What the fuck happened there?
Good.
It won't let me. It won't let me just keep the background. You dirty rotten. It won't
Good
let
troll,
me.
Noel. I'm crushed.
Yeah.
And here I am. I still have a duck head.
Damn. Oh no, because I didn't remove me. That's why. Hold on. Right. See, the great good thing about it is they can't talk. So, sorry to do this to you folks, but this is because they've been just had everybody back, and we got me, and we got Charlotte, and we got shit in the bag, and we got Alpha Omega, and we got that boy.
That is a motherfucking bag.
That's
a hell
of a boo.
I mean, listen. Well, look in that picture. I'm going. That is why that really sucks.
It does suck, actually. It's bad.
It's such a bad movie.
I think my picture represents that movie.
He's never.
And they all think they're fantastic.
Yeah. And what's bad about this movie is the jokes, the lines.
What's her face?
The
blonde chick.
The fact that they've taken everything of Ghostbusters and copied it, and put it in, and changed it, and created it for their own way.
Well, who's the blonde? What's the name of the blonde chick?
I can't remember.
Kristen Wiig.
No, the other one.
Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, she's the only decent one in the movie. She's the only one, actually, if they were to do a male-female team, she would fit in. She was the only decent one in it. She was the inventor of the team. But she was actually decent in it. The rest of them are shit. Like, I don't see
But they were all being quirky. Like, stop here.
No, you never watched it.
Bill Murray. Right,
I don't know what Leslie Jones was doing in the movie because she's literally shit. She's just there to be the black stereotype character in that movie.
No, she was a stereotype of a stereotype. I haven't seen it. I've just seen the clips. I have never watched that movie.
She made Eddie Murphy look subtle.
5 years.
You're about it. You'll be getting your eyeballs will be watching it soon enough. When do you want to do it, Ballstrick? Because a few people have asked me, because I know your schedule's a bit
it's a bit insane. Maybe next weekend, possibly.
Right.
I will know more because I'm doing a lot of overtime, so I will know more later in the week.
Right. Well, let me know later in the week.
I'm doing 2 Howard streams, so I get to watch the movie twice.
Oh my god!
Oh, who are you doing?
I'm going to do my torture session with Noel, and then we're going to do a Howard celebration stream with Jess.
I knew that's how we'd get around it. All right. Okay.
Or so, did I say Jed?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know who you're talking about. Right, let's get to the second episode before I say
Third episode.
Go ahead.
I'm just fascinated watching shit in the bag woman. Like, I can't take my eyes off her.
Right, let's get to
she's mesmerizing.
We're nearly there.
It's everything about it is just wrong.
I know it is.
That's why the apocalypse is coming. That shit in the bag woman exists is why the apocalypse is coming.
but anyway, so anybody that wants to join our Howard the Duck celebratory stream after my torture session is welcome to join us. It's Howard the Duck. We're Howard the Duck enthusiasts.
Wow, I just can't believe that happened.
Maybe Noah will join for that one as well because he'll like it so much.
No, I won't be appearing on his channel. You can forget about that. I'm not getting into it, but I just can't believe that. That is scummy, right? I'll just say that you don't know what's going on, Ballstreck, so I don't blame you, but that's just scummy.
We'll avoid
the countdown before I say something I regret, please. Just do the countdown because I'm absolutely fucking mad here. Someone do the countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is scummy, man. Oh my god.
Be
back in a minute.
I'm about to say, I think probably out of the classic cliffhangers, I think this episode has some of the best ones.
Yeah, probably.
Because you had the Doctor disappearing for the first one, and you had them being caught, and then...
Oh crap, which part are we on?
3.
Balls.
I don't
like
know.
sometimes I think cliffhangers can feel a bit like they're trying too hard, but these don't. They actually feel like they fit for each part.
She has surrendered.
I'm going to put the kettle on and make myself a cup of tea. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, I just had to leave for a second. Sorry about that. I just had to stick my head in the freezer for a second. Oh, I tell you.
I love that. Not again. It's a very Fifth Doctor sort of line.
It's like the continuity, like not again.
Yeah, but it's very Fifth Doctor. It's like a bit woe is me, a little bit. Oh, I'm sort of in trouble again. It's a very Fifth Doctor type of thing to say.
So I like how they went out of their way to make Peter Davison the exact opposite in every way possible to Tom Baker.
Yeah,
go ahead, Charlotte. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I think that's why I gravitate towards him a bit, because I like the more. The Doctors do a bit more background. They're a bit more quiet. They're not attention hoggers. Those are my type of Doctors. So I like Davidson.
See, I like all the Doctors, the real Doctors, the minus the thing that isn't the Doctor, which I'm not going into. But no, it almost depends on my mood as to which one's going to be my favorite at any given time.
Oh, we've only got one Howard the Duck left.
Oh, he's going to be here for a while, man.
I think everyone should go to shit, lady.
No, man, I'm having too much fun with Howard.
You haven't lived.
We wouldn't see real Super. Is that your drawing, Super Doctor?
Yeah, that's my drawing.
It's a lovely drawing.
Awesome, man. I like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you actually. I was like,
Screen share it there, and I'll throw it up if you've got a bigger
I'll see if I can try.
Okay. Because it does. It looks actually amazing.
You've got the hair really good as well for him. Considering how it was that we joked in his own season, it didn't stay to the same length. So you've done well.
Oh my God.
I'll see if I can try and find it in my DeviantArt account.
No problem.
That's my Twitter.
There we go.
You see it now?
There it is now. Yeah, I have it here. I'll add it to the stream. Oh, it's looks a bit a cross between Matt Smith.
Yeah, I done it a few years ago. I think I done it about 5 years ago. I don't know.
Oh, I love the glasses. How you done the glasses on him?
No, that's not his glasses. It's like you know the kind of cartoony look round eyes.
Oh, okay. I thought
So that's
he
what I
did
kinda
have
done
the
with that.
little glasses that he wore for a couple of episodes.
And it was because he was on holiday and he got a kind of suntan or something like that. And I think it was one of the episodes he was in. You could you kind of noticed it in him. His face was kind of a bit red.
So we've got Rabbi's channel in the chat. We've got his Indiegogo campaign in the chat. Don't forget to support that. We've got Lee's channel, Ballstrex, Super Johns, and I'm pretty sure he's going to put up Daniel's channel.
Yeah, BD's brilliant. He does everybody's links.
And he's put Alpha Omega's channel up.
Do you want me to take it down now, or?
No, all right, sorry. I thought you were going to show us more, but okay.
Yeah.
It's a quite a nice little friendship as well. He develops, doesn't he? The Doctor and the Highwayman. It's like a sort of brotherly sort of bond they have, I think. And yes, Vanessa, she is always possessed.
Ballstrex Twitter is up there as well, guys, if you want to support them on Twitter. If you can find these mines stuff as well, that'll be fantastic.
I actually like Peter Davison's last season's costume.
Yeah.
Kind of variant. And I like that cricket jumper and the different striped trousers. It's a shame they didn't give him more variants with the costume. They should have done.
Yeah.
But it was saving money at the time, I think.
Yeah, and I think from the classics I've seen, they don't seem to do variants a lot with costume, like Tom being the exception.
It was about creating a look. So it was about merchandising and like a branding thing. That's what the whole question mark thing was about, and keeping the costume the same.
I did remember seeing the costume in the Doctor Who exhibition in Blackpool all these years ago. Because I remember looking it up closely.
Yeah, because they also had them in in Cardiff. What was it called? which I did go.
The Doctor Who experience.
Yeah, they had them all there, and it was. You could see the amount of work, like even something that looks simple. That's what I remember thinking when I saw them up close. It's like even the more simple ones, you could see the amount of design that even went into the simple stuff.
I was actually planning on going to the Doctor Who experience in Cardiff, but closed.
It was so good. Like I do think they could have maybe had a bit more different types of stuff in it, but if you're a massive Who fan, like there were TARDISes there before you even went in to the museum. There was like a mini adventure thing which I loved, and luckily it was Matt, so it was my Doctor as well, and I just loved it.
I never saw the Capaldi version.
No, I didn't. Apparently that was very good though.
Wow.
Yeah, they should like retool this sort of stuff for like a 3D immersive thing, like, and have it as like a virtual experience. Then you could, they have it anyway, and I reckon they can very easily convert it.
Yeah, like if you just put them all together, that actually would be a good thing for live VR, wouldn't it?
Right.
And they also mentioned the pterodactyl's home planet is called Raga, and a couple of seasons later, and it was mentioned in The Awakening.
That, right, they are connected. You are correct.
Yeah. I like it when they connect wee things like that, and it really kind of, it just shows you that their appreciation for the stories and that, and appreciation for the fans.
Yeah, it makes it like a lived-in world, then, doesn't it? If you see little mentions or connections or little throwaway lines, basically, it's all you need to do. You don't need to spend 10 to 5 on it.
Right? It shows you they care as much as you do.
Yeah. And it's just the same with Moffat. He did this kind of same things. We kind of bits here and there in his episodes.
That's very true. That's very true. Even though I do think it was distracted for a lot of his run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sherlock distracted him massively. You could tell by the end.
And you saw like, well, that last Sherlock story was such a Doctor Who story. Right, that so should have been a Doctor Who story with like the master in jail and she'd taken over.
Yeah, especially as he literally copied the scene, didn't he? With Missy, really. I'm trying to think, that must have been after Sherlock finished that? But I remember watching that and going, "Oh, Moffat, you're copying yourself."
No, but that whole idea of that Sherlock episode where it's like she's taken over the asylum and she's got them prisoner. That should have been a Doctor Who episode. There should have been the master playing with the Doctor and the companion and Brigadier or someone.
Yeah. Especially as it was like, oh, how can she do this? She just can. It was like, okay, she's human though, right? But she's a home, so she's magical. It literally was the explanation.
Basically, yeah.
It's amazing throughout the whole of Doctor Who, we've never seen the Doctor's room.
Yeah.
Imagine what it would have been like. It must be full of computer bits and,
It'd probably just be like the junkyard in The Unearthly Child, just piled. I imagine him a great hoarder,
Yeah.
You ever think they'd use the Zero Room again?
That was Castrovalva.
Yeah, it was a full story. Yeah,
it was ejected.
Right.
And it was about 0 point energy and how 0 point energy had healing properties was injected into that, and I thought that was very clever.
Poor Tegan, she's always being mind controlled, isn't she?
Yeah.
You still with us, Bolchak?
I am here. Am I?
You really enjoying it if you are not saying that much.
Oh, I'm doing multiple things at once. I'm doing this database stuff in the background. I'm doing 3 things at the same time.
Good man. I can't multitask. I'm awful. And Ted is see you, Ted. Announce to the world that you're alive. Go ahead. You're pissed off enough as it is. I don't need you to add to it. I'm on the warpath tomorrow, I tell you. There's going to be heads flying left, right, and centre. And we've got some idiot in this apartment block that we're in, right? So imagine each level of the apartment, right, has 4 apartments on each level, yeah?
Right.
And there's a door, right, to open up. To come out of the lift, and then you open the door to go in, and then you pick your apartment to go in. Some fucker in this building keeps leaving it open, but our apartment's literally in the middle, so we're getting the fucking draft coming in. Cheryl keeps going out and closing, and some fucker keeps opening it back up again. We'll find out who it is. They're gonna get. Oh man, this is not being.
No, breathe.
I know. I'm grand. I don't want to stress myself out because I'm getting a pain in my chest now.
See, I do find, obviously, because I'm listening this without the volume, the conversation they do have, the Doctor and I forgot the creature's name. When they're talking about, he's like, oh, they're primitive, so we can destroy them, we can wipe them out. But he's obsessed with honor, and he likes the fact that humans, if they're brave and show those sort of traits, he says at least they die honorably. And the Doctor's like, so you like them because they have honor, but you're going to wipe them out? I do think that's an interesting little debate that's sort of tucked into this episode.
Right.
And it's not in your face, but it's this sort of thing of what sort of groups or beings have a right to say one of a group has a right to survive or live or not. And can you still pretend that you've got honor and be the good guy, even if you have that viewpoint?
And the man who was in the pterodactyl suits, he was in EastEnders. He played one of the characters in EastEnders.
Yeah, he was he had the pub. He was also 7. It's Brian Croucher, isn't it?
No, it's Michael Melior, I think.
Yeah,
his name is. Can look it up online.
Yeah, no, but he ended up being in charge of the Queen Vic at one point.
Yeah, I can remember that. I did watch EastEnders.
It's amazing how like the TARDIS furniture is so 80s, isn't
it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a cross between Victorian and 80s. And kind of high-tech, modern TARDIS world.
This is when Adric started to annoy me a bit. I was like, oh, this is the kid thing that people don't like you for. The sort of whiny thing.
And he's another one that wants to go home and wants to leave the Doctor, and you know they're all there, and it's like they all don't want to be there.
Yeah, kind of. There is that.
Yeah, it's like they've got. Yeah, it's like they've all got something better to do, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah. Adric wants to go back to Pterodon. Tegan wants to go back to Earth.
Yeah, like this is why
that's not very convincing.
No.
PD Rich says it's all right, Charlie. He does so.
No, but obviously I knew him by reputation, and I was like, oh, he's not terrible or annoying me too much. But I was like, oh, I can see a bit of the whiny kid now that I know people don't like this character for.
I don't know. I think people at that stage, you know, we're just looking for someone to kind, because his acting is not actually that bad. It's not really. I mean, the Earthshock, it is a little bit bad at the end, but I thought he's pretty all right. He's better than Jodie Whittaker.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he's just young, isn't he? You can just tell it's a young actor.
Yeah.
Who he's still learning and still a bit wet behind the ears.
Well, he's still trying to figure out how to play the Doctor, and John Nathan Turner wanted him to be this vulnerable person that was always going to need the assistance, and that's why he needed all the companions around him, because he was vulnerable.
Yeah, with Davidson, because I've not watched 10 Ton of All Creatures, him in that show, but I've seen bits, and I can see bits of Tristan.
Yeah.
Because I guess this is early in his run, I can see Tristan a little bit. With the sort of, when now and again his voice goes really high, like that's Tristan.
But then later on, Peter started to adopt mannerisms of Troughton, like when I say run, run, and all that, and lines like that, and twiddling his fingers like Troughton did. You know, it was just the wee kind of subtle things he was putting in himself.
Yeah, and obviously
Wesley Crusher. Screw Wesley. We'd rescue Adric. Screw Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
Yeah.
Although if we are going to have genre gay porn, I think it's got to be an Adric Wesley combo, right?
God.
Battle of the Bottoms.
Polystyrene takeaway boxes.
Yeah, Vanessa, I've got to say the bits I did see of All Creatures I quite liked, but I've not seen it all. I've only watched it just because I knew Davidson, so I was like, I'll see what he was like in this.
Stay where you are. Uh-oh.
Drop the sonic device.
I think one of the smartest things JNT did was coming up.
Yeah, and
I agree with you.
They need to do it in just current Who in general, or not having to dig at just in general.
Just killed an old friend.
No,
they need it to happen in the current.
It's just a simple plot-saving device too often. He's like, you know what? It's done. And now look at where it is now. It's
it can do everything.
Yeah, like every plot of this. Let's not get into it, but every plot ends with her waving the thing. And it fixes everything.
It's like a Harry Potter wand, where it's become.
And it's not a gun, so why is it waved around like one? So dramatic all the time. So big arms.
Stick to the topic.
I know, but we are talking about the Sonic.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to bring up
in
that
this episode.
Stick to the topic.
Oh, Daniel just twittered me. He's watching my old Big Finish videos. I didn't do many of those. I actually planned on doing a full series, and I think I only did like 3. That was like 11 years ago.
That's the problem. There's a lot to do. My next one's going to be on the latest 2 Tom Baker releases. I've listened to the first one. I've got to listen to the second one.
No, I love Daniel, but he keeps saying, "Oh, you need to get this Big Finish. You need to get this Big Finish." And I'm like, Daniel, you've recommended like 10 to me. Just stop.
Yeah, just slow down, pal.
I can Big Finish. The first 10 years of Big Finish is the golden era.
Is it?
I'm still not really listening to Big Finish. I will listen to the Peter Davison Big Finishes.
But you are listening to the stuff that you bought, though, Paul Streck. I mean, you haven't totally stopped listening to your.
Oh no, I don't need the discs anymore because I ripped them and sold the physical discs I had like 10 years ago. But I've got like 20 years worth of subscription stuff on there, so I got lots to listen to. Let me just say the fact that I'm no longer communicating with those people that call themselves fans, my bitterness towards the show is starting to abate. That's why I'm here today.
See, that's what I says, man. Everybody just needs to listen, because I've been saying this for months. If we stop giving these people oxygen, you trust me, you will soon find when you block them, you will start to fall in love with Doctor Who all over again. They're partly responsible for the reason why you hate Doctor Who. It's not just Chris Chibnall. I'm going to stop now because I'm breaking my own rule. But I'm saying it's they're the reason as well. They play a big part in this. So you're right. Block them, give them no oxygen, and you will. I'm telling you now, you will start to enjoy our Doctor Who again.
Yeah, I have noticed they've really quietened down a lot recently as well.
It's because everybody blocked them.
Yeah, because nobody's giving them oxygen.
Right.
But you like to poke them the odd time, don't you,
No,
Red
I was their favorite target, and I have 400 people now on my block list. I should actually tweet images of what my block list looks like because it's a goddamn freak show.
Of course it is. It's probably full of rainbows and all of that. I'll tell you, man. Seriously, do you know how many accounts I blocked? Right, that were following the hate group. There's over 2,000 accounts. I've blocked over 2,000 accounts. Peaceful as feck. And you notice me account is unprotected and I'm not getting any grief because I've blocked most of the problem accounts. And that's what people need to start doing.
Honestly, guys, do what I do. And this is coming from someone for 3.5 years. I didn't block anybody unless it was exceptional circumstances. I gave them 3.5 years to come up with some kind of useful argument. All they did was call us ists and phobes, and in the end, they started spamming my Twitter account with pictures to the point that it was unusable. So now it's like you come up, you be a smartass. You know what? Fuck off. You're not a Doctor Who fan. And what Vanessa said, you just have to dive back in, bullstruck. That's what I did. I am starting to come back into it.
Yeah.
I may take the DVDs and Blu-rays out of the box.
You should, pal. You should, because look, at the end of the day, right, you grew that collection up. You fell in love with the show. The Doctor, the characters mean a lot to you. Why let idiots and let someone that's running it now ruin your enjoyment of something that you've loved most of your life? Don't let that happen. No, I can understand why we all did, because I was the same. I couldn't watch Doctor Who for 8. I was devastated. We all are, right? And we probably all still are heartbroken. But at the end, I'm not going to let him or those fans ruin my enjoyment for the classic era. Never is it going to happen. So, you know,
Shane Phelps just said, I saw a video showing every use of the Sonic. Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in Classic Who, more than 20 minutes in New Who. And a lot of that is probably
Wow.
Yeah.
If you go to the porn version, you get another 45 minutes.
No. I'm not messing. Why am I being ignored? But seriously, like.
But here it's here's my test, Noel. Tonight, when I finish my database stuff, I'm going to watch The Talons of Wang Chiang and see if I can enjoy that again.
Well, you know what? I'll probably watch a couple of classic episodes, stories tonight myself. I'm actually on Tom Beach there again, so I don't know where I am actually on it. I'll have to check BritBox if it lets me. But I'm on the Tom Baker era, so yeah. Listen, I mean, look, as I said, don't let these idiots ruin your enjoyment.
Don't let the bastards grind you down.
That's it. Right, can we start the next?
Yes, good plan.
I gotta get this.
I end up in 6 feet under at this stage. Go ahead.
Right. You ready? Shall we do the countdown?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Is everybody in the chat ready? Sorry. See, I'm getting flustered now. Is everybody in the chat ready?
Yeah, could I do the countdown? I got.
Of course you can, because I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Rabbi, is that cool?
Yes, no, it's more than cool, baby.
Okay, so this is dedicated to Noel. 5 Howards, 4 Howards, 3 Howards, 2 Howards, 1 Howards. Howard the Duck is awesome.
Shoot the duck!
Quack.
Shoot the duck! Or as they say,
the introduction was so good, I forgot to press play.
Or you just like you're barely awake at this point, Rabbi. One of the two.
Okay, we're 18, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Absolutely love the titles myself.
All these titles are awesome. I remember the first time I saw them, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What's the timestamp?
We're at 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Good.
And there's no CGI near it.
Yeah, that's why I think
And
it
that's the
works.
amazing thing. It's not supposed to be an argument, it's a statement.
Yeah, I love that line.
Yeah. It just shows you how demented these pterodactyls actually are.
Yeah, but like I said, it's interesting because they sort of, I think Eric obviously wasn't siding with them, but he sort of has those moments when they're debating, like I said, about pride and being a warrior and whether you can and can't wipe a species out. It's like, he doesn't just make them like cackling villains though, does he?
Well, they were actually escaped from their own planet and they're prisoners, and you could see that pterodactyl had a huge scar on the side of his face. You can expect that from these kind of aliens that are renegades and on the run, but with the Doctor, he's more a kind of saviour.
Yeah,
He's
trying to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy.
Yeah, because I was going to say, do you think when he does that moment where he says, fight it, do you think he's some of that is from he's sort of hinting, you've done this once before with the Smara? So you're
maybe
conditioning a bit.
Bad tempered, no shit.
It's the same as Sarah Jane, what Sarah Jane went through when she was with the Doctor.
Yeah, always mind
She was
controlled.
hypnotized, she was mind controlled, she was sent off into alien planets and everything like that, and having her mind taken
must
over.
live.
Interesting device.
Have you ever tried doing anything with a bloody safety pin beyond its use? It bends like crazy.
Yeah, it's like the whole bank card thing. It never works in real life, does it? It's just a movie.
No.
Oh, she's back putting together the vacuum cleaner again.
Yeah.
That's some high tech there.
Well, you say that, but they literally have a joke in this. I think it's in the final part where they're like, "Oh, it's not working, Doctor," and he literally just hits the TARDIS to get it to work.
PD Rich is still, as usual, is still so great. He's throwing up everybody's channels there. He's throwing up Daniel's channel, so go and subscribe to him. Do us a favour and keep throwing up the Irish Geek as well, because I'm going to be using that channel a lot.
It's amazing how much the props department got away with stuff.
So,
the dildo's bent.
Yeah. I mean, if you look closely in the caves of Androzani, when Morgus is talking to the other guy, and it's like he's got all TV remote controls.
Yeah, right. One thing I always think about with the season, you imagine the pressure they were under, where they had to follow Tom Baker and they had to do something good. And I think they did. I think they came up with a season that was absolutely brilliant. And had this season been terrible or bombed, that could have been the end of Doctor Who right there.
Yeah.
And for what I remember, nobody was sold on Peter Davison as the Doctor.
Right, I remember.
Yeah.
Same as Matt Smith, nobody was sold on him either, but it's a few minutes in, it's like, holy shit, this is brilliant.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't it funny how much, if you think about the whole Baker popularity, Tennant popularity, and then the doctors following them were young. It's weird how symmetry, isn't it?
It's well, I actually put out a video almost 4 years ago called "The Rise and Fall of Doctor Who." I actually, I think it's over 20 minutes long, but I look at the similarities between the parallels between classic and New Who as they were in 2017, and I went into the similarities between these two eras quite in depth. And there was no yelling or sarcasm in that video. And then I predicted what was going to happen with the era which shall not be named, and I was kind of spot on.
See, now the sonic screwdriver's gone. Now he has to be more, you know,
well, yeah, it's
genius.
The sonic screwdriver is a lazy plot device.
Yeah.
Any writer that relies on it too much shall remain nameless. It's proof that you are a weak writer if you have to rely on a device to solve everything.
Yeah. I think it's gone well beyond what it should have been.
Yeah.
No, it's like the Beware stuff that me and Daniel are covering. That's something we've noticed. Like he has one, but it's very functional the way it's written in that.
It's nice they've got cardboard boxes back there. Alien cardboard boxes. Duct tape.
It's duct tape.
London.
Now, I didn't, like I said, I was watching this fresh today, so I didn't know the twist at the end of this, and I literally didn't get it until the last, like, literal the last bit, not even when London was mentioned. And I think it's such a clever twist they do at the end.
I'm getting images of Scream, the movie.
Yeah.
Hey, Scream ripped off Doctor Who.
Yeah,
As Matrix.
Or Bergman.
Yeah, but Adric, why are you going towards the robot that's going to kill you?
Because by this point, they really wanted him dead.
They're like,
how
go
they
on, Adric.
in the previous season. They did everything they could to get him out of the story, including blowing up.
Still keep popping up.
Yeah, and you also get a real feel of Davidson Stockton, this story, that he's very, I'll go with the flow. I won't plan ahead for anything. I'll just, there must be something in it.
Yeah.
I think the way they shot them was, in the end, the right decision. Let him do 3 stories, then do the intro story. Because you can tell in Forward to Doomsday, he doesn't quite know how to play it. He's not comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
But by the time you get to this, which is the end of the 3rd story, he's got it nailed down. Which I think why Castrovalva is one of the most effective introductory stories in the original run, because he already had his Doctor down by that point. Whereas the way they introduced Colin Baker was a complete and utter disaster in every way possible. And then left the audience with that for a year.
Yeah, I mean, that should have come at the start of its own season, not the end of Peter Davison's.
And the fact that it came right after Caves of Androzani was like...
It's a wee bit wobbly.
Look, the mask nearly came off.
Oh no.
He's very sparkly.
Yes, he's very bedazzled.
I'm getting Candyman feels.
Candyman. I like the Candyman.
Yeah, me too.
That entire episode is an acid trip. In fact, I wonder if you'd like to watch that story on acid.
Mental.
Wait, which story are we talking about?
Candyman.
Oh, yeah. That's the way to go.
You're telling me you haven't, Rabbi?
No, I haven't. That's quite a good suggestion. But don't interrupt. But if you were, that's so the way to do them.
But disclaimer for the children: we don't recommend you do this.
Don't do it. But if you did, it'll be awesome. Okay, listen, I'm not saying LSD is good for you. What I'm saying is, if you take it, then like Bugs Bunny and Donald Duck and all your favorite Disney characters and cartoon characters will come alive and play with you for hours and hours on end. It's terrible.
What we are saying to the lack of sense of humor who may be hanging out, that's what's called a joke. Jokes are meant to be funny. I know you don't understand jokes because you lack the IQ to have a sense of humor, but that's called a joke.
Not loud.
If you've survived the rest of the stream, you probably have done well to get up to this point. So I'm guessing you've got a sense of humor at this point.
Yeah, no, it'll be put out there. Rabbi recommends LSD.
Generally speaking, I do. If you want my own opinion, again, it depends. And the time and place is important.
Yes, very important. Most important.
I would like you to have a pleasant LSD experience. That's really my. But I actually think it's beneficial.
I love how surprised they are that this thing worked. It's like you've been building it for like half the episode, love. You should have known if it was going to work.
I've been building it for 3 episodes.
It's like, oh, it's worked. Well, sure, you would have known that.
And they were trying to position her as like the confident companion.
Yeah.
Well, she was like a replacement for Romana,
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, she was the only like what we'll call standard companion. The other two is someone that does nothing but complain, which I can understand because I complain occasionally. And Adric.
It's nice for them to lay some concrete for the horse and carriage to go.
Well,
Health and safety.
Yeah, let's look up people.
Yeah, like when you see Davidson doing this, you can understand a bit why they wanted a young actor. Because they wanted a doctor that could do this sort of stuff. And with the older ones, it wouldn't look as convincing.
Help if we're lucky.
Not the
I don't like companions knowing how to fly this.
Android. Come on. Charlotte knows exactly
I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, the rest of these are a bit slow, but Charlotte knew exactly what I was doing there.
Yes,
Well,
yes, the Eccleston
It wouldn't be bad if I didn't, considering that was the series that brought me to this brilliant fandom, so...
Don't be silly, Adric. Silly, silly, silly.
Oh, he hurt
Just
his hand.
hit the toddlers.
Yeah, he's not supposed
It
to
works.
be super Adric. How did he hurt his hand? He didn't even hit it that hard.
You were silly.
I love his face. Like, Davidson has such an expressive face at times.
You got here at last. I like long walks.
Oh, he's not happy.
Now the Doctor is getting ready to burn down London.
This is Grumpy 5, as I refer to him as.
This was the Blue Peter studio, wasn't it?
Was it?
Mm.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
I do love his reaction though. This is quite impossible, but it's amazing. Quite amazing.
Yeah, like I said before, I just love how this fella's tagged along, and he's like, from Jack of whatever time period we said it was, and he's just like, yep, I'm just been in 2 spaceships now.
Here, those houses look like the houses they had in the Shakespeare Code.
Yeah.
With the witch on the top of the window. Probably the same location, actually.
Maybe it's going on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
Busy night in Shakespeare in London.
Well, it's not Shakespearean London. This is post-Shakespearean, isn't it? This is Jacobean, isn't it?
I wasn't there. I have to
Well,
tell you.
well, great.
King
What
James
year
period.
What
So this might be going
on
on during the witch finders.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. It just went ding, 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 ding. It was pretty obvious.
And Matthew Waterhouse was at a party and the night before, and when he was filming this, he was sick all over the set.
Oh, no, that was the last part of
Castrovalva.
Was it Castrovalva?
Yeah,
the final scene, and if you look at the scene, you can tell he looks like he's about to die.
Yeah. No, but he actually threw up in this set as well. Coming
He
up.
sounds like a pleasant actor to be around then.
That TARDIS prop looks absolutely knackered, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it gets knackered at the point of time flight. You can see it's all kind of they've tried to kind of put it together, and it's like one half of the doors is kind of out of balance with the other, and they try to pull it open and close.
Well, it's like the TARDIS interior set. It was so beat up by McCoy's last season, and they couldn't afford to build a new one. That's why you only see it once. You see only a portion of it, and they had to light it dimly because
because exactly.
Oh, yeah, because all the Randalls are really plain, aren't they?
Yeah. It was
You can actually hear Matthew Waterhouse thrown up in this. Oh, wait till it comes up. This is a scene now. You can see he reaches for somewhere.
Boy,
See him? Look, he's ready to throw up.
Oh wow!
You can hear him thrown up.
Yeah, and this is when I clicked. I was like, oh,
He's
it's
not
a
too
bakery.
well.
Yeah, this is when I clicked watching it today. I was like, oh wow, great fire. Okay, the Doctor causes the great fire.
Yeah, the Time Lord's non-intervention. I believe this is probably his greatest transgression. He literally burnt down London.
Yeah, but I really love how, like, that probably would have been the center point of like a whole new Who, but this is literally like a stinger. It's just like they show, like I said, they show you the London map, and you might start to have hints then, and then you click it's a bakery. And then you see him with the torch, and you're like, "Oh, you're gonna go that like dark with this." So I like the fact that it's like it's a bit of an afterthought almost in the story. That oh yeah, by the way, the Doctor caused this horrible event. And
Yes,
killed lots of people probably in the process.
and it's the Doctor that starts the Great Fire of London.
And the way that he sort of just says when they're like, "Oh, should we go and help and put the fire out?" And he's like, "I think this one should run its course. It's like, is that all you're going to say, Doctor? Bit of a gruesome way as well for them to
Yeah.
go, the aliens.
Pterodactyl melting and burning.
Yeah.
That's your fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it wasn't Jacobean then. It was Charles, isn't it?
Again, I wasn't there.
1666.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's kind of gross. I'm surprised standards actually let them get away with
Yeah,
that.
I was thinking that.
They didn't have standards like that.
Like the bubbles on the head, I was like, ooh, they got away with that? Was it because there was like no blood, do you think, and it was an alien they could get away with it?
Yeah, something like that, I'm sure.
I think Davison's costume looks better with a Panama hat on.
Yeah, I think he looks better with the hat.
Yeah, good point, Nissa. Good point, well made.
But he's not going to listen to you because he's a doctor.
Yeah.
And let's kill our extra companion. Yeah, he's dead.
That old dude would have made a great companion.
Well, he's dead now. Doctor let him burn to death.
Yeah.
I have any sneaking suspicions. Fire should run to run its
like,
course. Yeah.
Just okay, Doc. Okay.
You can see that's made of chalk.
I love the way they did the music at the end, though, where the soundtrack actually blends into the theme music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna have to go. I've got to be on a stream in about 6 hours 45 minutes.
Well, give your rating before you go, because you've left.
I'm gonna get out of what is it? Out of 10. Give this a 7. 7.5. Yeah, 7. Solid 7.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, Rabbi.
Good night, Rabbi.
Night.
Right. I suppose we'll go through the whole panel and we'll ask. Bolster, are you in a hurry? Do you want to go next, or do you need to shoot?
Yeah, I'll go next. I can't go too long, but I will. I'll give this a solid 7.58 around that area.
Fantastic.
Strong story has its issues, mainly Adric, but solid story from a solid season. I wouldn't say a lot of people would say it's the best story from the season. I actually think Kinda is the strongest story from the season because it actually is one of those episodes that really does evoke a sense of terror. But it's a fun jaunt that ends in the deaths of many people in the
Yeah. The Grey Fire of London. Isn't that what it was called? The Grey Fire of London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Paddington Lane for Paddington Bear.
Pudding Lane.
Pudding Lane.
Pudding Lane.
Lane. Well, I think it was Paddington.
Because you probably have Paddington Bear in your head.
I do. He's cute. He's like a duck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Hey, don't you dare say that about Paddington.
Yeah, don't insult Paddington by. Yeah.
You can't call Paddington cute?
No, the duck reference. The duck.
Oh, no, yeah. The duck's awesome.
Yeah, but the duck isn't cute.
Look, Paddington is a totally
creepy
different
looking
league.
sex fiend.
Doctor Who.
Honestly, dude, if you were in that scene with Leah Thompson, you'd be just like the duck.
Oh, when it comes to that scene, Leah Thompson, I'm going to go off and make love to me wife. All right. I mean, if you have fantasies on a duck having sex with a woman, then I think I think at that stage you need to go out.
Okay, let's put it from this perspective. You're a single duck, and Leah Thompson is propositioning you. And in this hypothetical scenario, you're not married. You're a single duck. You would do just what Howard did.
Yeah. Well, we'll say you are a bit weird, which is our Howard the Duck. Well, if we're doing it next weekend, can you try let me know before, say, Friday, just in case you can't do it? I can let everybody know that we're going to do Classic 2 instead.
I'll know by Friday. I won't be able to do both. So I do just have time for one or the other. But yeah, I'll know probably midweek if I'm able to do it.
Right. Well, let me know anyway. You know, I'll be there. And if you want to do it midweek, fine. We'll do it midweek.
I'll treasure you with pictures of Howard all week.
No problem. And I will try come up with replies that are satisfactory.
Like the condom.
Or the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, you are killing me.
And did Howard practice safe sex because there is a duck-sized condom in the movie?
Right. Okay. And with that said, we're gonna move swiftly on to our next panelist, who's going to give their rating, which is going to be Charlotte.
Yeah, I'll give this an 8 because, like I said, I actually really like the companion dynamic in this. I think it actually works. Like I think Super John said, or Alpha, they've all got something to do, which helps a lot. I think you see a lot of Davidson's good traits, like early on with this Doctor, with the sort of the braveness, the dashing about, the being very active, but he's got some really nice sarky lines, and he's a bit grumpy. And you see like bits of the personality, which I think he wanted to put a lot more into his Doctor in this. As a historical, it does enough. It doesn't. I think sometimes historicals can either focus too much on the historical aspect or too less, and I think this is the right way to do it. That you have enough that with the Highwayman character and with the ending that you go, oh, this is the time period we're playing with, but it's still very sci-fi, and I think that's a hard thing to sort of crack that balance. So I like that balance. So yeah, I'd go an 8.
Fantastic. Shit in the bag. Girl.
Yes.
What's your rate?
Well, shit in the bag says
that was you actually
scared my dog
with that through my head.
That's how I felt. Yeah, I think it's a great end of season, first season story, and nice twist at the end there. I was wrong; it wasn't Jacobean. It was I forgot the Great Fire of London thing. So that would have said it in I think Charles II period, 1666. Yeah, it's a good story. I think it sort of kind of dragged in the third part for me. But yeah, it was nice to see the dots we have to use as ingenuity to get out of the sticky situation rather than the Sonic.
Actually, I think I an extra point just for getting rid of the Sonic. So I'll give it an 8.5.
A what now?
I'm gonna get the Sonic. I'm gonna give it an extra point just for getting rid of it. So I'll give it an 8.5.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Yeah,
I'll
go on, Lee. Sorry.
I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay. Well, you always give a low score. I'm not surprised by you, anyway.
That's not a low score. It's a very respectable score.
Ah, money mess. No money mess.
It's a respectable.
It's a B. It's a flat B.
Yeah.
Real super Doctor.
I would give it an 8. I mean, they really attempted with a story to tell that it was Great Fire. The Doctor started the Great Fire of London in the end, and with the Pteroleptals, their plan to invade Earth and to kill everybody off with the black rat poison flea. I thought, yeah, it really is. There's a really lot in it. I like it. 8 out of 10. Fantastic.
Alpha Omega.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 too. I thought Davison was really good in this. The supporting actors was good. The Pterodactyl was good, even acting through that costume. And this did pretty good ratings-wise. They started out with like a 9.1 million, and by episode 4, they were up to a 10.1 million.
So it gained 1 million as it went through its weekly. What did they do? It was each week an episode, was it, or did they do 2 a week or one every night or something? I forget how they used it.
One a week, I think.
One a week, was it? Yeah, for me. Go ahead. Sorry, Ballstrick.
Oh no, I was saying it was twice weekly, like Tuesday and Thursday night at what was it, 7:30 or something?
Yeah. I think it was that. Yeah, pretty sure it was in the UK as well.
We got it every Saturday at 7:30, but we were special.
Yeah, Carshies are special.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got lots of ducks.
Yeah, Mr. Duck. Yeah, very special. Yeah. Okay.
I got shit in the bag.
It was John Nathan Turner that changed
I'm going to call you Mounty Duck.
times
Mounty
when
Duck.
Doctor Who came on.
Say that again?
It was John Nathan Turner that changed the time of Doctor Who from Saturdays to Tuesdays.
All right.
I got shit in the bag.
Okay, you've got shit in the bag, and I'm going to give this. I'm going to give this an 8.5. Actually,
8.5 ducks out of 10.
8.5 Ghostbusters out of 10.
Well, Noel loves Ghostbusters. That's what we're gonna do.
I do. I love the original movie. Yeah, we got money mess. I know what you're talking about. No, I hate 2016, but I made you a deal. I'll watch Howard the Duck because you're gonna suffer through Ghostbusters 2016.
You're gonna suffer along with me. So this is all good for me. It's all
yeah, it's all good for you because everybody was saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, Noel's gonna suffer twice.
Yeah.
And you're only gonna suffer the once.
He was the one that came up with the idea. So
I know, silly sod.
I know, I wasn't thinking straight and shot me mouth off, but there you go, it's done now, and I keep a promise, so we're gonna do it. When he's ready to do it, he'll let me know, and I can't wait because it is going to be hilarious to see.
Everybody in the chat say Howard is God.
Right, and if everybody and for every person that writes that,
and that's
going to get a tournament ban.
Well,
yeah.
You said
so if you want to take the risk of being permanently banned off the channel, you go ahead and write what Ballstrick.
Duck.
They're gonna write it anyway, mate.
Everybody say something nice about Howard the Duck.
Okay, I've got something nice to say about Howard the Duck. One thing that's nice to say about Howard the Duck is we'd make a good Sunday roast.
No, we don't roast Howard.
It'd make a good Sunday roast. Nice duck breast.
Dude, that's murder. He's got an ID, a driver's license.
Right.
You can't kill him.
Oh, there's a couple of people that aren't fans. There you go. Look, we got this one. Howard the Duck sucks eggs. Right? We got another one here. Howard the Duck is the best duckist ever. No,
yeah.
Yeah. Howard is god awful, says the Avenging Nerd. And disaster, because I have to be fair. Duck and proud. Oh, Jesus. I can't write I can't put PD's rich comments up on the screen because you know what these twats are like, but that is funny as fuck.
Back to the Future lady, Leah Thompson. Yes, many a young person probably wore out their tape pausing that scene.
Yeah, they probably did because they're sad little individuals and need to get themselves a real woman.
I didn't say I was me.
Not you. You talked about other people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the other people. Yeah, it wasn't talking.
No, because anybody that like Howard, they're people with taste.
The next episode of Doctor Who, you're taking the piss, Super John. And what's the name of the episode? Genesis of the Quacks?
Sure.
Genesis of the Ducks.
You're aware that you're committing
Planet of the
Ducks.
What?
What I'm hearing from you is nothing but a big hate crime against ducks.
Okay, well, I want to put your mind at ease there, right? I love Daffy Duck, yeah? And what's the other duck?
Oh, I see. So you're prejudiced against alien ducks from another planet.
Yeah, that want to have sex with grown women. Yeah, of course.
He was a grown duck. He had a job.
Well, I don't care if he had a job. Don't care if he had a driver's license or he got drunk and he slept with prostitutes. It's still a duck.
It's a sentient duck. He has self-awareness.
Look, that came on.
Again,
I like hoisin duck.
Oh God, yes, in pancakes. Oh my
I
God.
do not eat duck. We don't eat duck.
Do you know?
Oh
Have you
my
ever
God,
had duck?
hoisin dark is amazing.
Have you ever had duck, Ballstrek? In all seriousness,
I
all
don't have ducks. I don't eat ducks because I don't eat Howard.
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh my
You're
God,
like
I will
Sharon
pour
eating rabbit
hoisin sauce all
because
over
she
that
thinks the Bugs
white
Bunny is
feathery
duck.
ass.
We're dude. We
Not
don't
Bugs
do
Bunny.
a lot of
She's
duck over here.
rabbits.
Duck slaughter is a UK thing / Irish thing.
/ Chinese,
I was
actually.
going to say China.
So y'all slaughter the poor ducks that did nothing to you. Whereas we just do chicken and cow.
What did the chicken ever do to you?
Nothing. I wasn't the one that slaughtered
Chicken murderer.
I did not slaughter the chicken. And if you have chicken from, say,
You're
KFC
complicit.
or McDonald's, it's not actual chicken, so you're fine.
Well, in Ireland, it is actually chicken. I don't know.
No. Okay, if you don't like eating meat because you don't like cruelty to animals, go to McDonald's because nothing on their entire menu is actually meat. So you're fine. You're vegetarians, you're fine eating at McDonald's. If you're badly constipated, man, fuck the Imodium. Fucking McDonald's.
100%.
Must be really bad if it gives you the shits. Get him on Peggy Howard, says PD Rich. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, he can play guitar, dude.
Yeah, that still doesn't make him cool.
Oh yeah, it does. He's a band manager, and he plays guitar.
Here's a comment
that he defeated the Dark Lord of the Universe and gave away his freedom.
Ballstrek, this comment's for you on the screen.
Oh, just a sec. Gotta go back to the screen. I feel strangely compelled to listen to Bullstruck talking about ducks for hours. Well, then you must join our stream, where I torture Noel for at least a good 2 hours.
Yeah, which will be and if I survive that, then I can survive that.
Well, knowing you, you'll probably get progressively more drunk as the stream goes along.
No. He's doing this sober. You can't.
No,
use alcohol.
I'll do this one sober. I think I might have to drink a liter of whiskey before we watch Ghostbusters 2016, though.
Oh, that's the drunk stream. Good to know. That'd be funny.
Yeah, because that is really god awful. I can't wait to see. Oh man, your reaction is going to be epic to this movie.
Yeah. So everything is done sober because the alcohol will numb you to the experience of how awesome this movie is.
Okay. Well, I won't drink alcohol while
no alcohol, no wacky tobacco, no nothing. Straight. You can have coffee because I'll have coffee.
Right. Well, I won't have coffee beside me. I'll have a sick bucket.
No, it's not that bad. It's awesome.
Right, I'll give it a go. I said I'm going to give it a go.
I'll try and add up how many times I've watched. Okay, so the movie came out in '86.
Yeah.
I would have watch this movie. Okay, so it came out in '87.
Yeah.
It came out in late '86. So probably around November on the physical media, Betamax in my case. So I've watched it at least once a year since it came out. So that's 34 years ago. So that's 34 times plus through like the fall of '86 to like the spring of '87. I watched it every weekend. So how many times is that? So it's like 4.
Too many.
So let's see. So say about 6 months. So that's 6 times 4. So 24. So 24 plus 34 brings me up to 58. Did I do my math right? I failed math. So I have watched this at least 58 times.
And oh my God, no, I couldn't do a movie like that 58 times. You never know, though. I will say this, right? I'm willing to be open-minded this time when I go in and watch it, but I'm going to be just out straight with you. I have so much disdain for this movie.
Okay, that's what you call a self-contradiction. I'm going to give it an open mind, but I hate this movie.
No. But this is the thing. I did it with the latest episode of the festive special of Doctor Who. Like, I might hate the era, but I went into it, and everybody will tell you, I went into it with an open mind, and I think I gave it a fair and balanced review. I will do the same for Howard the Duck.
Right? I just gotta get some. I'll be right back. I've got a response to that. I will
leave all my hatred out to one side and watch this movie. It's got. Please help me, guys, will you? Please, man, just don't leave me in the chat on me on now, right? Don't come and join the stream, even if you don't watch the movie. Just come in and help me
and laugh. Yeah. I have shit in the bag.
Yeah. Well. What else? Right. So tomorrow, we're myself, PD Rick.
Oh no, just a minute. No, I got to respond. Okay, so here's a clip. I'm going to give my review once again to that episode. So I got to start something here on the phone.
I have shit in a bag.
What is that?
It's a really creaky door.
Yeah,
a very creaky door.
But just think it's a door.
That sounds like.
It sounds like Donald Duck being strangled.
No, it sounds like Howard the Duck is having a shit. It is. It's someone having a shit. Oh! What the hell? What is that? Oh shit! That's Howard the Duck on diarrhea. If you're looking for a shitstorm, you know where. Actually, we should get Howard the Duck and get in the bag, girl, together. Oh my god, okay. Oh, don't play copyright music, please. Uh-oh. Is we stream it like this is
No, you do know you can mute people. Just reminding you of that.
All streams are friends, you know. Okay, yeah, we get it, George. Okay, enough now. Enough. But I was going to tell you about new Right. Right. Are we done now? Right. Right. Are we done now?
Is that a toy you've got, Bullstrick? You know, a toy duck?
That is sound effects from the Tube of Ubes.
Oh.
Someone asks, which I think is actually a relevant question in this case. They say, has everyone had a mental breakdown since last night, since I last tuned in? I think so. I think everybody's lost the plot. Yeah, we're listening to the book having a shit. Yeah.
I did remind him, folks, about the mute button, so I tried.
Right. Tomorrow we got... Okay, tomorrow we have some new Who. It's the end of Series 3, Day the Tenant. So you can come and join us for that if you want to. To be quite honest with you, I was very disappointed with this season finale. Season 4 is when it kind of hits the ground running again. The season finale for Season 3 was a bit of a letdown. And then on the Irish Geek, we're going to have Gift of the Gab with myself and the wife. We're going to be talking WandaVision and other stuff. And as I said, there's got to be a new show with a new co-host coming to the channel soon. More details to follow when I talk to the person in question, and we kind of figure out what kind of format we want to do. I think I'm doing very well considering this is all happening while I'm trying to talk. Normally, I would actually be flipping it right now. But I'll just keep going and hopefully I can get through this with a bit of sanity. I'm glad you all think it's funny. I'm glad you're all having a laugh, but then obviously if we get any Doctor Who news and the news phone will be back. Right. I think that's it. I don't think there's any more left to say.
Have the talking book instead of Professor Dinkles.
So
won't find entertainment anywhere else but here.
So what I'll do is I'll let you all do your shout. So Howard, Kitty Duck, would you like to go first? And that's Howard the Duck. Real Super Doctor?
What? What did you say? No.
I was going to ask you to plug your channel, but I don't think we're going to be.
No, he's starting to kind of behave like a child now.
I don't know how you plug this shit, PD Rich, but just keep plugging me channel, mate, and let's hope that people don't think we're completely insane. Real Super Doctor, would you like to do your shout outs?
Yeah, I've got a Twitter account under Real Super Doctor, and I've got a YouTube account under Real Super Doctor.
Just about sums up this channel, says Lee.
Yeah.
Lee Halford. I don't know what that means. If that's an insult or I don't know. But if you don't like the channel, as I've said before, anyway, to everybody, if you don't like the content that we put out, you don't have to subscribe. It's as simple as that. It's a little bit of fun. Yeah, as you can hear, I'm trying to. He's only putting the sound effects on when I'm talking, I've noticed. But Charlotte, go ahead, because we might get a few minutes before, if you want to do your shout outs, look, because I know you have to go soon anyway.
Yeah. So Daniel Leach, me and him do streams. We do nice positive things. So Beware is our audio fan series we're doing, and our excellent conversations. And Daniel's thinking of other guest stuff he might do or bring some other people on, so look forward to that.
Fantastic. Shit in the bag, girl.
It's stuff.
Is that it?
He's trying to talk about laughing right now, so that's probably the most.
I got shit in the
I just can't do this anymore. I can't laugh because my chest is hurting me. I think I have pneumonia now or something, man. What is going on? Right, Lee, come on, I'll seriously, snap out of it.
You need to snap out of it.
I know I can't. While I'm talking, shout out your channel, man. Come on.
You can find me on Twitter. Don't shout now.
You should change your account. The golden Astar one to put me back there. Well, if you would like to support me financially to get me through my nervous breakdown, please leave a super chat. Right, Lee, come on, get your act together. Come on.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Being Problem.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't you fucking dare lose it now.
as you can find my other channel.
Oh man.
Portrait audio visual.
Right.
I've got shit in the bag.
Alpha.
Oh dear.
Oh, God.
Yep. He's already posted all of them in chat, so I appreciate that.
I was actually hoping you'd talk a little bit so I wouldn't have to hear the sound.
No.
Great. Fantastic. Everybody's group, social media, Facebook, whatever app you are on, is actually on in the chat. Now, Mr. Howard the Duck, would you like would you actually I can't take this anymore. Come on, I'm gonna drop dead. I can't laugh, man. Just please, just call out your social media. No, please. Come on.
I think this channel's gone quackers.
It's gone to shit.
Quackers. Prawn quackers.
Oh, no. Oh. I fucking hate you.
Everybody, all together.
Right, we've lost. The viewer count has gone right down. Right, so with that said, folks, in all seriousness, and now you're having a bit of a laugh and you're loving it, but would you like to call out your social media, buddy? We'll give them
Is that a cat? Been dragged by the back of its tail?
I said
Smells
no,
like a
Max.
cat.
Hi.
You bastard.
Right.
Okay,
Call out your
so
social medias there, pal.
just a minute. Okay, so my name is Bullstrek. I have a channel. I talk about things. Sometimes I take a break. I've got a Twitter account.
Mm-hmm.
People love me on Twitter. It's awesome there.
Yeah.
I do other things. Events are fun lately.
Yeah.
The world is a sane place. Nothing to worry about at all. We're all the times we live in right now are absolutely wonderful. I've never felt so much optimism for the world.
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot to be grateful for. I'm like, what a time to be alive.
It is. Great time to be alive. And you know what? We even got the news that Kanye and Kim Kardashian are fucking getting divorced. Give it there.
No.
Right. I just
Enough of the duck stuff. Enough of the ducks.
I just got my
The ducks in the duck pond.
But go and check out all Bullstrek social media. Are you gonna call out your minds?
Oh yes, follow me on mimes.com. I do things on there. What else do I do, Noel?
I don't. I wreck my head by playing sound effects of Howard the Duck.
I put shit in the bag.
And we've got shit in the bag girl there just breaking the bollocks laughing. You know, Charlotte just doesn't know what to do. She's just sitting there, poor girl, just doesn't know what's happening.
It's no, man. It's been a great week.
It has.
I hear
it has.
I
It's
was
been a
walking up the
terrific
steps of the
week.
Capitol when Representative Yoho suddenly turned a corner, and he was accompanied by Representative.
All right,
Roger
is that
Williams.
copyrighted material you're playing though? Because
fucking AOC, man.
What?
AOC.
Oh, it's her. Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. Oh, yeah.
Suppressed-
Yeah. The one that
suppressed man.
was traumatized. In a
Yeah.
building she wasn't even in. Get away. I was surprised she's not locked up.
Oh, there she's talking again.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we do leave, though, I want.
So, are you glad that I came back?
Yeah. What? Am I glad you came back? Yeah, of course I am. Once we get the Howard the Duck streams out of the way, it'll be fine. You won't do
it's
the.
never ending, man.
No, for fuck's sake. Wait, what did I start?
This avatar is staying.
It's gone quackers, says some people. Yeah, it's gone really quackers. There's nothing I could do about it. You know, that's just the way it is. We just roll with the punches. I feel like I'm not being punched in the chest now, though.
Why would you be punched in the chest, Noel?
Why? Because people hate me.
Who hates you? Everybody hates me.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, no wonder they call you
Welcome to the
Balstrek
club.
now. It makes sense now.
Yeah, it really does.
In fairness, Balstrek, I say in these last 2 years, I say I've been the most hated person in the Doctor Who fandom. And that's not being bragging or big-headed. With all the stuff that's happened, definitely I'm the number one target. They hate my guts.
They are a lovely batch, but dude, we've blocked them all. So
I know.
Although what I might do, just for my own personal amusement, I may create a fake account called Guppy the Happy Rainbow Unicorn with pronouns and all sorts of things. And I may put a picture of a certain doctor that claims to be the doctor in my picture. And you'll never know when it's coming. You never know it's me, folks.
Well,
I'm gonna throw a grenade into you. At some point, I may be incognito and I may be trolling you, and you don't know who I am. I could be anybody on there. It's gonna be fun. There, now I've thrown in the paranoia. So watch them go now. And I may be there. I may not.
Yeah.
Who do you trust? You trust no one. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I got for my fans, I do have a final message for you though.
Oh no.
There.
Stop it.
So be paranoid, J-bots. Be paranoid. You can't go after us anymore because we've silenced you. But what's going on in your own forums? Can you trust anyone?
Maybe it's time that we play dirty and play your game. Actually, just to let you know, right, you little J-bots out there. Right?
Actually, no, I'm gonna be Guppy the Rainbow Unicorn.
Screenshots and stuff. As I said, I'm everywhere. By the way, some of your friends that you think are your friends aren't your friends. They hate your guts just as much as I do. How do you think I get half of the information that I get about you all? Your own friends are selling you out.
Yeah, because there's roughly about, I'd say 400 of you, maybe 500.
Yeah.
Plus all your fake accounts. Not everybody is your friend, and because we don't really care if anybody infiltrates our side, because I know we have infiltrators. I don't give a shit. It's like, do whatever you want, but if you get saucy, I'll block you. But on the other side, you'll never know, because we may be saying we love this era. I think this actor is the best actor ever. Mm-hmm. I might say I'm oppressed. I'm very oppressed. Yeah. But I need to acknowledge where I have my privilege. Yeah. So you are more oppressed than I. I know your game better than you know your game. Yeah. And I'm an asshole. Yeah. So we'd be having fun.
Do you know what the thing about it is, right? Just before, I know we're having a serious conversation here, but trying to have a bit of a laugh at the same time. But I will say this: the difference between us and them is they actually think they're smart and intelligent, but they're not. And that's
I see it as we have friends, they have allies.
They have none.
No, they
don't even really have allies. They hate each other.
Allies are very unstable things, you know.
I wasn't messing there when I say people were coming to me. I'm going to be serious here. I've actually had people that have openly criticized me on Twitter come to me, private message, apologizing and give me loads of information on the people that started it all in the first place.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah,
it's
it's spawning on each other. So
people got no idea, and your little discords where you plan these things. It's great for comedy, man. Oh, and maybe hypothetically, or possibly not hypothetically, maybe some people you really hate may possibly be in your little discords, but you'll never know, which is why you have to scrutinize everyone. Ha ha ha. Oh, wait, it's we do like fucking with you, but what was really funny was when we actually deplatformed you, and we deplatformed you because the only existence you have in life is to go after other people because your own lives suck.
Yeah, well, they don't realize that they've got little snakes around. They actually think that these people support them. It's funny because in the end, look at their time is coming to an end in this fandom pretty soon. The tables are turning. And by the way, a lot of them are shown. Here's the thing. Do you remember the way they used to hide behind different accounts? Well, now they're openly using their own accounts, the idiots. And now they're being taken down. By the way, the reason why we don't hear from many of them that often anymore is that eventually Twitter has got to them and suspended their accounts. Because Lee, do you remember we've gotten reports, months after we've reported that accounts have been finally taken, and months after they were reported. So Twitter takes its time. When someone sends in a report like that, right? Twitter should look at that straight away. There should be, say, a 3-day period where they, you know what I mean? But it doesn't. You're waiting months. It's ridiculous.
Well, I do have a message for all my former fans. They can no longer communicate with me because I deplatformed you. But in regards to what I may possibly have hypothetically been saying, yeah, you bitch.
Charlotte has to go, so we're gonna say good night to Charlotte.
Night, Charlotte.
Good night, Charlotte.
Good night. Have fun.
Well, we're gonna finish up now shortly ourselves because the wife says wrap it up.
Uh-oh.
Well, she wants to watch the end of WandaVision, so.
Yeah. So good night, everybody. I do have to go.
Good night, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay, Ratty.
I would like to finish my show, but I can't finish.
Okay, right.
Well, here, well, with the bang.
Do you know what? Don't get married, lads.
Yes, it's really horrible.
No, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. Just don't get married, right? Just stay with them. Don't get married. Yeah, it's at least that way if that goes wrong, you have an escape route.
How many times do you want to sleep on English?
How many times have I actually slept on the couch? 6 this year. I slept on the sofa 6 times this year. I've always ended up going into bed because she's thrown me out of the room, yeah, and said, "You're not sleeping in the bed tonight, right?" And I literally come in. She go, "What are you doing?" "I'm getting into my bed." Yeah, okay, yeah, and then you end up sleeping on the sofa, not me. Oh, the boss actually doing this for the last 20 minutes. It's duck and prep. Sound effect. Well, you had everybody in stitches for about 20 minutes. Yeah. Bless you, you have a married life. Yeah, I know. And I can't get rid of her because of the pandemic.
To be fair to the wife, Noel has been streaming. So he's been streaming non-stop since what, 2, 3?
Yeah, but there's how many days that I stream, so you can't complain.
I can always complain.
See, we have a rule that he gets our days, and I get my days. Of course, you see, because I'm talking through the phone text, would you like to talk? You wouldn't do them around you.
Yeah. Bullshit. Just Lexi.
I will. Hi, Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte. Cheryl. Okay, I got the Alzheimer's. Hi, Cheryl. How's things?
Things are fine.
I've been trolling your husband for like 3 hours now.
I You should, really. He has it coming.
She's asked you how Lexi was.
Oh, Lexi is actually, knock on wood, but she's doing quite well. As soon as I finish here, she's got to go out and do her poopers.
While you were streaming, did Noel tell you I tortured him today, making him watch Lucky Charms and Irish Spring soap commercials?
Oh crap! I killed myself.
Well, I nearly did. I actually nearly had a flip out as well, man.
Lucky Charms. Those commercials are actually evil.
Yeah,
Evil.
Seriously, he shows them on the other channel on the stream, and you can actually hear from this. It's one of the few times Noel can't talk.
Yeah, I was actually gobsmacked, ballstruck. I mean, these ads are just. It's the bad Irish accents. I'm sorry, but like Americans just. I'm sorry. Listen, I love America. These are brilliant people, right? But the one thing that you can't do is American accents. So please,
Irish accent.
go on, show. Right in here, Cheryl's Irish accent.
Lucky Charms.
Father, can I get your cocktail? It's as
Teddy
good as
agrees.
Noel's American accent.
I wonder if Teddy's got an Irish accent.
Sort of heroin riddled Dallas Ted word.
Even Teddy's got an Irish accent. It's like woof woof woof.
The end of the rainbow.
You couldn't find any Lucky Charms in Ireland. They existed. Let's see, where did I see them last? I saw them at.
They still exist here, and they still aren't actual food. They're awful. Awful.
So I want to know, when the shit did they add red balloons and unicorns?
I don't know, but it's not
sacrilege. Food. Yeah, we did actually Lucky Charms. I saw them at our local Tesco, and I said this on the other stream, but they're like €6.50, which translates to US dollars like around $8.50, $9.
Oh yeah, that's what a box of cereal here is typically about $10. It's freaking nuts.
But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're like connected to other things. Like, we're an island and everything has to be shipped in. I get the things will be more expensive, but you're Canada.
Well, we always get screwed, so we just kind of accept it at this point.
Aww.
Yeah. Well, it's because Walmart now has a complete monopoly in Canada because it drove everything else out of business, and Target Canada drove itself out of business in 2 years. So yeah, Walmart can do what they want, and then we have like our one remaining national grocers chain.
I like how
National
Walmart
Grocers.
refused to raise the minimum wage, but then profited by like billions. So
Yeah.
anyway, just popped in to say hi.
Oh, hi. Hey, Cheryl. Whenever I'm here, I just detract from everything, and it goes off in other directions. I'm sure the streams made a lot more sense while I was gone for like 4 months.
Well, Lucky Charms are magically delicious, though.
No, they're not. They taste like fucking. I don't even know what the hell. Chalk. They taste like chalk. No, worse than chalk.
I'd rather have alphabets.
Asbestos.
Actually, yeah, it may be asbestos flavoring. Did you know that there was a town in Quebec called Asbestos, and they finally just got their name changed?
Noel's convinced they taste like racism and hate. So
Yeah, well, I think the way Americans betray Irish people on TV is disgraceful.
But
Yeah.
anyways, on that happy note, I've got to take Puppy here out, but
No problem.
But just to finish us off,
That's pinching one off, I believe.
Thank you for joining.
Finish this off.
I really appreciate it.
bye everyone.
See you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I've got a bag of poo.
Bye-bye. And with that, folks, we are going to end ourselves. I don't mean literally end ourselves, but I mean we're going to end the stream.
become like a branch to
I know it did. But I want to say thank you all for joining me. Thanks for everybody in the chat that left a comment and use our rating as well. And thanks to the panel. Thanks for coming on. I really do appreciate it. And that's it. We are done. We've got New Who tomorrow. So come and join us for that. Myself and PD Rich we'll be there for that one. So come and join us. We might have 1 or 2 more guests. We'll find out tomorrow anyway. Right now, everything's just all over the place. I'm not getting into it, but let's just say I'm not happy right now. And I think there's some people already know why I'm not happy, but we're going to leave it at that. Cheryl, please. I hate the way you do that. I know I have to finish up, but I don't need you to keep telling me to finish up.
It's actually my job.
No, it's not. It distracts me. It stresses me out, and I'm in a lot of pain right now. Just please. Right, anyway, we've got New Who tomorrow. We got Gift of the Gab tomorrow. As I said, myself and Shit in the Bag Girl are probably going to be co-hosting a new show on the Irish Geek. If he accepts, then we'll come up with a format for it. And then, yeah, I don't know. Well, look, there'll be some Doctor Who crap flying about, I suppose. So if I have to do streams during the week, I will, as you know. Back with TARDIS Talks on Wednesday. Then all the other streams. Look, I don't have to repeat, but just subscribe to everybody that's been on the panel tonight, including Daniel's channel. Please go over and subscribe to Daniel's channel as well, will you? I know I keep saying it, but he's really putting out some great content, and he deserves a lot more viewers than he's getting. I'm going to say it out straight. He does, and it's such a shame. So keep sharing his streams as well, and share his channel, because if you've already subscribed, that's what I'll ask you to do. If you've already subscribed to his channel, go in and share his channel, whatever platform you're on, and share his channel if you can. And in the groups that you're allowed that sort of thing, please do, because he'd really appreciate it. So that's it. We're done. So say good night, Lee.
Good night, Lee. I got shit in the bag.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to change our name to Shit in the Bag. What? Say good night, Real Super Doctor.
Good night, Real Super Doctor. I mean, good night.
These are all taking the piss now. Say good night, Alpha Omega.
Good night, everybody.
Yay! There's always one on the panel that.
Yay!
Boring.
It's just a wee bit of fun, you know. Just a wee bit of fun, you know.
No. He's normally taking the piss. So I'm not being serious.
I'm not a sheeple. I refuse.
Yeah, that's it. And I will say good night to you all. Enjoy your life, and if I'm still around next week as well, come and join me, because I think I might actually have to go to hospital. I've got to be out straight with you. My breathing has gone very bad again, and my chest is at me, and I'm not taking painkillers. I can
make sure to take a stool sample.
Yeah, I will. I'll put it in the bag.
In a bag.
Right, so tomorrow we have this.
Why not? Just at the end. Just be kind.
What Peter said. So, talk to you tomorrow, folks. Here's the channel trailer. We'll see you. Stay safe. And as I said, we will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, what news? Apparently, Prince Charles went to see Prince Philip during the lockdown. I know it's his dad, but Prince Charles is a dickhead. Just wanted to get that in.
Yeah.
Well, quarantine, dickhead.
They've also recorded the first case of bird flu from Russia into humans.
Good. Well, that's that.
Rabbi's end of days is coming.
I'm not surprised. End of days is coming. Maybe I'll be dead before it all begins, so that'll be grand because I'll miss the shit show. Right. Anyway, here's the channel trailer. What?
Did someone say shit?
Yeah, shit in the bag.
I'm showing my shit. You said shit show. I'm showing it.
Okay. Right. Well, here we go. Channel trailer. Bye.